pulling out the,
Is it Justify?
Justify was
Justified was the last one, 2018.
I was right. I'm 2 for 2, accidentally.
Hey, what's up? It is Before the Growl. I'm Mason. That's M. And John Ireland is away in Oklahoma City getting ready for Game 2. Jono, what's happening?
What's happening, people? I'll let the listeners behind the scenes a little bit. So when I go on the road, I bring this device called a Comrex, and it allows me to do the show from the hotel. And as long as I have a steady, fast internet connection, you can't tell that I'm not sitting right next to you. It's a really cool device. It all breaks down if the hotel has bad Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And Oklahoma City is now number 1. It has passed Sacramento as the worst Wi-Fi in the
Worst
league.
Wi-Fi in America, OKC.
Put it on the graphic.
Yep. So when I did that hit with you guys yesterday when you were at Pechanga, I don't know how much you could tell, but I could tell there was a massive delay.
Yeah, I could definitely tell.
I think it was fighting 2 delays, both the delay of us in Pechanga and your delay.
It was the dreaded double delay.
Yeah.
Right. So that may have been it. That it was. That's why I haven't been doing the show the last few days. We never do double remotes because they never work.
Yeah.
But for my money, single remotes don't work either. But the double remote is the death blow.
Yes.
So I did that one thing with you guys yesterday, and it freaked me out. So I spent the rest of the day trying to find a studio in Oklahoma City. And it turns out that my guy Cisco, who is the PD here at the Sports Animal in OKC.
The Animal.
Who was he's the PD here. He was my engineer on the worst Laker game of the year, the one where LeBron or Luka and Austin
Luka
got hurt.
That one.
So I called him. I said, hey, can you help me out? He goes, yep. And so I probably look like I'm in a closet, which is okay because you'll be able to hear me.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
But I'm at the Sports Animal for the next 3 hours.
So, John, have you seen the video from The Wind?
Yes, and I actually think you guys undersold it. When the wind blew over the tent at Black Gold, it was just like
at Black Gold. Yeah, you're
like
going back
over a year ago.
Yeah.
That's when Mason only ran for cover by himself and let the tent fall on not only Emily but 2 of the cart girls that were over there selling tequila.
Yes.
This time, Mace, I'm surprised none of you got hurt.
It was crazy. It was really
that
crazy.
Is the worst wind cancellation I think I've ever seen. Have you guys ever been involved with a worse one?
Yeah. Bergman says that he's disappointed that I didn't run away. He thought that would be a better bit. But I think I stood in there probably the most. And you know why, John? My laptop was going to fall. And so I'm like, I'm going to save my laptop.
Well,
that's the important thing.
So
what's important is you held true to your own values. You thought of yourself first.
Yes, exactly.
What I was actually worried at when I was saying monster was because I could see that the monster tipped over was going to spill on your laptop.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't want your laptop to get ruined.
But I don't understand why the word monster
because
came out
I
of your
was
mouth.
drinking a Monster Energy drink.
Oh, okay.
It was
And it
sitting
tipped
on the
over.
table, and it tipped over at the beginning of the wind. That's why Emily threw up her arms and yelled, "Monster!"
If you're listening to what I said in it, I said, you're spilling a little monster or whatever came out.
So the only other
you
time
couldn't have
I've ever
said
heard the
anything
word
funnier.
monster used on the show is when Lisa, my wife, Mason dared me.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So we wrote a it was like Valentine's Day or something. And he said, I'm going to write a note to Lisa using Chat GPT, but I want you to copy it and send it to her and see if she buys it. And I literally never told her what we were up to. And we called her, and I on the air.
She was very touched, by the way.
Yeah, she thought it was
too.
she thought it was like super sweet and well written, and
A little out
I
of
think she
character,
gave me like
maybe?
an "aw, honey."
Yeah.
And then I go, "All right, now there's something I need to tell you." Mason wrote that on Chat GPT, and her immediate response was, "You monster."
I fear that she probably wanted to say other words, but
Yes.
knew that she was on the radio, and monster was the most PG.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
You can't do it anymore because now everybody's looking for ChatGPT. This was really early in chat when
You're an early
nobody
adopter.
necessarily. So we were on it early, but now
Hey, we
you
won a
couldn't get away
Mandy
with it.
for Bit of the Year for
Hey.
that.
That's true.
Well, now maybe Monster will win this year's.
Oh, this very well could. You know, the Mandys are coming back, Ireland.
Right, and they say they're going to try and do them in December.
In
so
December,
they have
yeah.
to wait. They have to wait for the Rams and the Lakers schedules to come out to see if they can
Yes.
pull it off. But all right, so let's have a moment of honesty here,
Okay.
and reward the YouTube viewers since this isn't the real show yet. Should we change the name of the Mandys? The Mandys was a play on Amanda Brown, who was our boss when that started.
Right.
Amanda left the station. She was a victim of cutbacks.
Yes.
So
yes.
it wasn't
It was a layoff,
acrimonial, but it was not ideal.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, she wanted to stay, but they eliminated her job.
Yeah.
And now, by the way, Amanda's now in Denver, and she's killing it.
Yeah.
She's a PD in Denver.
Yeah,
and
she's doing
her
great.
station's winning awards now, but she doesn't work here anymore. Should we change the name of the Mandy?
Well, okay, so let's talk about this. They never changed the name of the Oscars after the original guy went away. It was nicknamed the Oscar
I was like, was he?
after somebody.
Who was that person? Did the book tell you that I got you? I don't remember.
The bathroom book?
Somebody,
Yeah.
Margaret Herrick announced that the statue looked like her Uncle Oscar.
Oh, okay.
So they kept the name, right? They kept the name.
What about no, it's already called the Champagne and Nuts Trophy.
Right.
The
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
biddies?
what we would call it. I'm just asking if we should be open to a name change.
I'm open to.
I'm totally open to a name change. I don't know what powers that be thing.
John,
but
I think you've spoken to Amanda more recently than we have. Is
I
she
saw her
okay?
about a month ago.
Does she like it still named after her, or would she like it to be changed?
I think if we put it on a lie detector, she would probably like it to be changed.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
feel like if it was me,
I think
I
it's-
would want my memory to stay for a while and just like, you guys thought I was gone,
Yeah,
but I'm still here.
I think it's kind of a legacy play. Like, I
Yeah.
left 5 years ago. They're still talking about
well, there's
me.
going to be a poll in the YouTube chat. It's going to get put up there. So should they change the name of the Mandys? Also, what the name should be.
Oh, yeah. We'll get some interesting choices there. Now, John, are you optimistic about tonight? Are you excited about tonight? What's
Well,
going on? Oh, yeah,
we should
we'll
let
hold
us
all
know
that. Yeah.
in the next segment in about 2.5
Yeah,
minutes.
when the show starts, we will find out
Dun,
the answers
ta-da,
to all of those
suspense.
questions. Yes. On the radio, on the app, and on the YouTube. Stick with us.
Plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMS. No security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 5/31/26.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
We got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Look, Mother's Day's coming up, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Just recently, I took my wife to Burke Williams Day Spa, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. It was one of those, why don't we do this more often moments? And right now, Burke Williams has special offers on Mother's Day spa packages across their 9 Southern California locations. Massages, facials, full-on spa days. Visit BurkeWilliams.com and take care of Mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday, May 7th, 2026. The Hall of Famers Mason and Johnny I Live from OKC, Mace back from Pachanga. Monster! You know we had to get the drop in. Tonight, game number 2, Lakers Thunder in Oklahoma City. What will happen? Will Austin Reaves still suck? Will LeBron, the king, still have to do all of it?
I think they've got to play in the mud. I think they've got to muck it up. I think they've got to play at Lakers pace and not OKC pace. And I think they need to once again throw everybody at Shea, limit what he can do.
And will the Lakers pull off a game in OKC, changing everything?
Those 3 things need to happen. I think there's maybe 4, maybe there's 5 things. 6 things need to go right. Something like that? Yeah, that's a lot.
That, and yes, we'll do some fun and frivolity.
Dipsy-doo between the legs.
Let's play the 9 drops we do every open, because we love them.
So with that said, let's get this going.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Dipsy-doo between his legs.
Yeah. Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah, the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland. Here Thursday afternoon right now.
Monster!
Good afternoon. Should we add monster to our string of drops there? Monster!
I mean, it was there.
I heard it there, yeah, but shouldn't I have it on my board to be able to play?
Okay.
Monster!
I'll find it for you.
An alarmed M yelling monster. So Ireland is in OKC, John. Have you? What was the night like in OKC? Did they roll up the sidewalks at 6, or did you go out and party?
No, I stayed in and watched basketball games, but I didn't see anybody out on the town. Oklahoma City's not the type of town you can get into a lot of trouble in.
There's supposed to be a fun party district called Bricktown. Did you ever go to Bricktown?
Yeah, it's right near the hotel.
Oh,
so maybe some guys did go out.
Yeah,
I didn't.
bricked up.
I thought about Emily. I thought about going to see Devil Wears Prada, but I didn't get all my stuff done.
Yeah.
So
It's good. It's good.
I still haven't seen. You saw it, Mace?
Yeah, I did see it. By the way, so many people I know saw it, and it's you'll love it. It's exactly what it needs to be. Exactly what it touches on the characters, brings them back. It's a fun story, and I think you'll like it. If you love the first one, you'll love the second one. That's what I will say. Yeah.
All right, good.
So you got that to look forward to. So, John, the other night was not good for the Lakers, and one of the flashpoints of conversation has been Austin Reaves and his performance in that game where he scored 8 points on 3 of 16, 0 for 5 from 3. And there's the talk in the town is, oh, my God, are we going to really pay this guy a whole bunch of money? That is the sentiment in L.A. as of today.
All right, well, let's flesh this out a little bit.
Yes.
As you guys know, let me do this with a precursor. Yep. Austin's my favorite player on the team.
Yeah.
Bar none. Like him better than everybody else. I know him better than anybody else. He's a big golfer. I'm a big golfer. We've played together. I know him. He's a great dude. I really want him to stay with the Lakers. Having said that, if you pay Austin and if you pay LeBron, and you obviously have already played Luka, and you just basically run it back.
Yes.
With the team that went 15-2 in March, is that team good enough to be competitive with Oklahoma City and San Antonio in the postseason? Because let's be honest, that's what we're talking about.
Right. Those teams are going to be there in the next 5 years.
Right. And I'm not sure. I think Austin needs to have a better – obviously, that was the worst game I've ever seen him play.
Yeah, terrible.
He needs to show up in this series in order to make that decision easier for the Lakers front office. If he plays 4 games – and I don't think he's going to – but if he plays 3 more games like that, I'm not sure the Lakers can win, and I'm not sure it ends well. What do you think?
Well, if he shoots like that, the Lakers cannot win. It particularly, I mean, especially in this series.
It was him. It was Smart.
It was Smart. It was Kennard. All those guys.
Kennard might not play tonight, by the way.
Yeah, I heard bad bum neck or sore neck, I think is what it is. Not a bum neck. Sore neck.
Yeah, it's still.
I got me a bum neck. Here's the question, John. Can Austin Reaves be the second best player on a championship team? And you know what? I don't think he can.
Well, he certainly didn't look like it on Tuesday.
No.
But he's got 3 more opportunities to show what he can do. And then the variable in all this is he still hurt? Like, did he come back early to try and help the team, which is admirable, or is this what he is? I've seen him play way better than he played on Tuesday. He just didn't make shots. So let's see what happens tonight. It's kind of the game behind the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Like, even if the Lakers don't win, they've got to make decisions looking forward to next year.
Yep.
And do you come back? Because I think LeBron has shown that you got to try.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you obviously can't max him.
Yep.
But you've got to try and bring him back under a price that works for both
100%.
sides. So, at the end of the day, do you take the $35-40 million that annually that you would have to pay Austin and give it to somebody else? Now, this is where it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you make that decision. Yeah. Let's say the answer to the question you asked is no.
Yep.
That they believe for whatever reason that Austin can't be that guy.
Yep.
What do you do with that money?
Well,
like, who do you offer it to?
Yeah, I mean, there are players that could pop in the market. You know, Terry Eason's a restricted free agent. Lou Dort is a restricted free agent. Peyton Watson is a restricted free agent. I think those three players off the top of my head.
You just said something interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Austin Reaves is a better offensive player than Lou Dort.
Yeah, agreed.
But Lou Dort is a lot better defender than Austin.
Yep.
It might come down to fit. In
Yes.
other words, well, first of all, I'm putting the cart ahead of the horse here. You think Oklahoma City lets Lou Dort out of the building?
Well, I think they are. I mean, from what I've read and from it sounds as though Lou Dort and Isaiah Hartenstein may be the players that are out while they pay everybody else.
Yeah, I think Hartenstein's under contract. He just signed a deal. But
Did he sign one? Okay.
Let me look. I'll look it up. But it may be fit. It may be, if you ask somebody objectively, like I'm not objective about this because I love Reaves. So if you told me, if you went to John Ireland and said, do you want Austin Reaves or Lou Dort? I'd say, I trust Austin. I know him. Let's go with Austin.
Yeah.
But you're a better person to ask because you don't have a relationship with Austin.
Yes.
You don't know him like I do.
Yep.
Who'd you rather have?
Austin Reaves or Lou Dort?
Yeah.
In a backcourt with Luka, it seems to me a defense-first guard would make the most sense.
Yeah. So that plays into it too.
Yeah.
And by the way, Hartenstein is a club option in the 26, 27, and unrestricted free agent in 27, 28.
So,
but it's a club option, did you say?
Yeah, it's a club option for
so
this
they could,
year.
Yeah, they could cut bait. And by the way, he's a guy that could help us.
Yeah.
I think DeAndre Ayton's been great, better than expected.
Yes.
But you need somebody who can roll off to Luka's lobs. Not that Ayton can't do that.
Yep.
But Hartenstein would fit.
Yeah. No, he would make sense too. I mean, John, ultimately, I don't think you can just bring back this same group. You can't bring back Smart and Rui and Kennard and Austin and
even though they went 15-2 in March.
But in March, what did they do against the Thunder? They got off to a huge deficit, and then they both got injured. So when they actually had to go against those teams, they lost.
Yeah. Although I will point this out. Austin did have a really good season against Minnesota, which is a very tough defensive team. So it's there. He can do it. I kind of put Austin in the same category. Tell me if this is fair, as Tyler Hero.
Yeah. No, I think that's really fair, actually.
Like a third best player on a team.
Yeah. I mean,
well, but on certain nights, he can be your best player or your second best player.
Tyler Hero is on a 4-year, $120 million contract.
So he gets 30 a year?
Yep.
If Austin would agree to 30 a year, you could do that.
You could do that.
I don't know
how
if
can
he
you
will.
agree to that? And then you're also going to play LeBron James, that if he's going to be back next year, would be the second best player in this team, less money.
Because LeBron's at the end of his career.
But
LeBron is a billionaire.
And LeBron wants to be here.
Right.
So
if
this
you're
is
LeBron,
this is
you
the
should ask
offer
for more.
This would be the offer I would make LeBron. I would say, LeBron, and by the way, this lends itself to a bigger conversation, which I'll get to in a second.
Yep.
But I would say, LeBron, we want you to finish your career in L.A., and this, I know for a fact this is true, we really like Bronny. So how about 2 years, $40 million, and we guarantee you that as long as you're here, we'll keep Bronny and keep developing him. And I think that's an offer that LeBron would consider and take. Do you?
I think he would absolutely consider that deal. I mean, I think he knows he's making $59 million this year or $52 million. He's not going to get that next year.
I think you just sell it to him like Tom Brady accepted it. Because Tom Brady was paid less than he deserved for majority of his career at the Patriots, but he was making so much money from his wife, but also from his own businesses that he didn't need to. He was able to sacrifice so they could win more championships.
Well, and I will say this. As you get older, and LeBron is the oldest player in the NBA, money, I know this sounds ridiculous, but money isn't necessarily the most important thing. Mace, you're a good example.
Wait a minute. John just said money isn't necessarily the most important thing. Cut that up.
In this scenario.
Yeah.
In this scenario. I'll use you as an example.
Okay.
When we were negotiating contracts, you wanted more money. They said no.
Yep.
And you came up with a good idea. You said, okay, I'll take your lowball offer or whatever they offered you.
Yep.
But I want more vacation. And they said, we can do that.
Yes.
For LeBron,
wants more vacation.
No, he wants Bronny.
Yeah, he wants Bronny.
He loves playing with Bronny.
Sure.
And Bronny has gotten better. I mean, when Bronny got drafted, it may have been just to appease LeBron, but he's worked really hard, and he actually played in that Houston series in meaningful minutes.
But I will say this analogy is more like if you guys were sold on X deal, but a host you deem to not be as worthy of you gets paid more than you, and you're like, what the heck is up with that? But you're doing it so that we can retain certain people.
Well, here's Emily. Here's what I would say if you use that as an example. All right, so Mason and I are the most established hosts at the station, and if they came to us and said, "Hey, we're not going to give you the raise that we think you deserve. We just don't have the money."
Yep.
But what I would say then is, okay, let's meet on some things that we could meet in. If we stay, first thing I want, guarantee Emily and Brian stay with us. You cannot move them.
Right.
All right? That's number one. And they would be very hesitant to put that in writing because, as you know, Em, they like to play musical chairs.
Oh, yeah, they like to
the
shuffle
producers.
the deck.
And Brian, you and Brian are the best two like people that we've worked with that we've had.
100%.
We've had some great ones.
Yep.
But so if they said to me, okay, we can't give you what you want, but we'll give you a couple more weeks of vacation and we'll guarantee you that Emily and Brian stay with you as long as you guys are there, that would be appealing to me. At my age, at where I am in life, I'm at the end. I'm closer to the end than the beginning. That's LeBron.
You're chasing comfort and what you know, and if you're LeBron and if you're Mason Island, you still have the chance to win championships.
Yeah, and I think
theoretically
that's the case here. I mean, I think that the idea would be, and you know who else did this was Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki,
didn't want to leave Dallas.
Yeah, the last 3 years of his career, I think,
do you
took
think he regrets
considerably
that
less.
with what Dallas did to Luka and how that relationship has somewhat been a little bit fractured since then? Do you think Dirk regrets that long term?
No, because look at what Dirk was able to parlay it into. He's got a giant statue outside the arena in Dallas. Luka was going to pass him up as the greatest Maverick ever. Now Dirk is firmly established as the greatest Maverick ever, and he parlayed it into a job with Amazon.
Yes.
So it all worked out for Dirk. And it's very, by the way, guys, we may not see, I think Steph might be the last one that plays his entire career with one team. Like LeBron, the greatest player of his generation, has played for 3 teams.
I think we all thought it was going to be Dame, but then Dame had his little tryst in Milwaukee and then came back.
And people say, well, it'll be Wemby. The Spurs will never trade Wemby.
But who
what
knows?
What if Wemby does what Kareem did and says, I want out?
Yeah.
So I think that playing your entire career for one team, like Kobe did, like Tim Duncan did, like Dirk did, is probably going away. It's like the starting pitcher who pitches a complete game. It just doesn't happen anymore. But I think LeBron likes it in L.A., His daughter is young. She's in school. She likes it here. His son, Bryce, is at the University of Arizona, so, that's a short plane flight away. He's a billionaire. I think that you can convince, unless you embarrass like LeBron's not going to go for the mid-level exception.
Right.
All right. But if you offered him 2 years, 40, Mace, don't you think he can, with all those other caveats, don't you think he considers that?
I think he would consider it. I absolutely think he would.
And then you go to
it.
Austin and you say, hey, I know you think you deserve $45 million, but we can't give it to you. We just don't have the money the way we're building this team. We had to give LeBron a second year. How about you do this for 30 or 35? And then Austin has to decide.
Well, the dynamic, too,
but Austin's in a different boat because he's young.
Yeah, and he also can get offers from elsewhere.
Right.
And the Lakers have to determine, and he has to determine, if he gets a big offer from a bad team, is that what he wants, or does he want a solid offer from the Lakers where he can compete every year and he's comfortable, and it's a little bit of devil you know, right? Devil you know is a big rule.
And I'll say this, I've said it a bunch of times before. Matter of fact, let me do it after the break.
Yeah, we'll do that.
This is going to take a couple of minutes.
Cool.
But there is value in playing for the Lakers that doesn't exist playing for somebody else. And I'll give you a good example of that when we come back.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end June 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
This is John Ireland. Here in LA, we got tired of wondering what was in our tap water. So we installed a Life Source whole house water system. One system, better tasting water from every tap. No harsh chlorine taste, no salt, no hassle. Life Source is an essential home appliance. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. For limited time, factory direct pricing and free installation. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for two to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
With the new My Lowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
Empower. Katy got a VIP box for the postseason. She worked with Empower to help her get good at money so she can be a little bad. She planned well and was able to bring the whole family.
Who wants homemade egg salad sandwiches?
Even Beth.
Horseradish? Anyone? How about some tuna on rye?
Oh, strike 3, Beth. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Katy Perry's California Girls came out on this date 16 years ago, John
With
Ireland.
Snoop.
With Snoop, exactly. So
I always thought this song was really underrated.
It's a really fun
Katy
song.
Perry has some bops, but all those bops are from 15 years ago.
Yeah. Do you think Katy Perry's over?
Did you just throw shade at Katy Perry on this show?
I will throw shade yet again at Katy Perry.
Wow. Yeah.
I do not like her.
Yeah. She does not.
Now, what's the main reason you don't like her?
I don't like her because she had beef with Taylor Swift, and
Yes.
then she hasn't released any good music in a long time.
Yeah.
That's my main beef. That she kind of has this girl boss mentality without
I thought they
accessing
made
girl
up. I
bossness.
thought Taylor Swift and Katy Perry made up. It was over a
Doesn't
backup
matter to me.
dancer, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter to me if they made
stole
up.
a dancer, right?
Katy Perry didn't make it right with me. That's why.
Yeah.
I remember Katy Perry had a great line when they were fighting, when they were feuding. She said, "Beware of Regina George in sheep's clothing."
Oh.
Sure, but I also think that was Katy Perry. I think Katy Perry was Regina George in whatever clothes she was.
By the way, when I think Katy Perry, I often think of Left Shark.
That was at her Super Bowl.
Very famous. Very famous.
All right, so
Yeah, go ahead, Ireland.
Let me finish this thought.
Yes.
Okay. So remember in 2009,
yes,
the Lakers won the title in Orlando.
Yep.
And one of the main reasons they won that title was Trevor Ariza, who was the starting small forward on that team.
Yep.
And that was the team that had Lamar Odom and Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher and Kobe and all those guys.
Yep.
And Ariza was a key part of that championship team. The season ended, and Mitch Kupchak called Ariza's agent and said, "Hey, I don't have a lot of money, but I'll give him the full mid-level exception. 5 years, $35 million.
Yep.
$7 million a year." And Ariza's agent said, "He's worth way more than that." And Mitch said, "He might be, but I can't give it to you."
Right.
If he would stay, I'll give it. That's all the money I have. I won't be able to sign anybody else, but I will do it for Trevor. And Trevor's agent said, "Well, this is his one chance to get a big contract, blah, 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 blah. I don't think we can accept it." And Mitch waited a couple days. He goes, "I'll give you a couple of days." Waited a couple of days, and he called the agent back, and he said, "If Trevor doesn't take this today, I'm going to offer it to Ron Artest."
Yep.
And I'm going to offer him the exact same offer. 5 years, $35 million. And Ron will take it. I don't want to lose Trevor, but I'm giving you a deadline. And the agent said, "We don't need a deadline. We're not interested." And the Lakers signed Ron Artest. And Trevor ended up signing in Houston for 5 years, $35 million.
Yep.
Exactly the same amount.
Thing.
And I think his career would have been different. And here's what I mean. There are certain jobs that put you in position for your next job. I'll give you one great example. Cowboys quarterback.
Sure.
Okay, if you're the Cowboys quarterback, look at those guys. Roger Staubach's one of the most successful businessmen in the world. Don Meredith was on Monday Night Football. Troy Aikman is the voice of ESPN. Tony Romo is the voice of CBS.
Yep.
All right? If you play for the Lakers, if you're face of the Lakers or one of the faces of the Lakers, it sets you up for the rest of your life. Look at Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Look at Magic Johnson. Look at Michael. I mean, Michael would tell you this. Just playing for the Lakers changed the trajectory of his career. If Michael goes into media after he played for just Portland or just San Antonio, does he have the media career that he's had?
Yeah, probably not.
No. So that's what I would say to both LeBron and Austin if they're thinking about leaving. I would say, in LeBron's case, I think he's going to want to stay. I think he's going to want to play with Bronny. I think he wants to stay in Los Angeles. I think there's a number that works for both sides. Austin's a harder sell because he's in the boat that Trevor was in. He's in his 20s. He's got an opportunity to take his skills to market.
Yep.
But, Mace, I would argue that being paid $35 a year by the Lakers is better than being paid $40 by the Utah Jazz. I know that sounds insane.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because we're talking about the global, worldwide brand that is the Lakers versus the Utah Jazz. I mean, there are such benefits that come along with playing for the Lakers, as you said. Endorsements is one of the big
You have
ones.
more fans. You have more people do autographs. Like, you can be a Laker now, and then 30 years from now, you can go sign basketballs as a Laker somewhere here in LA.
Yeah, the Dodgers and the Lakers run Los Angeles.
Yes.
All right?
No doubt.
And by the way, I can say the same thing about the Dodgers. Look at Joe Davis. Joe Davis parlayed the Dodger play-by-play job into the number one job at Fox.
Sure.
Oral Hershiser does national games.
Yep.
All right? If you are one of the face, Clayton Kershaw could write his own ticket.
Yep.
He's going to be able to go to any network he wants. Would that be true if Clayton Kershaw had a 20-year career with the Florida Marlins?
Nope. It would not.
So that's why I know you got to pay more in taxes. I know that it's not as much money as if you go somewhere else. But
you get to be a Laker. You get to be a Dodger.
I'll use you as an example.
Yeah.
You left and went to New York for a lot of money.
Yep.
Okay? You were unhappy.
I was unhappy.
You came back here for not as much money, but now you're happy.
I am happy now. Yes, exactly.
And so you know me, I value the dollar over everything else. But there are certain times in life, and I would argue LeBron is in it, and maybe to a lesser degree Austin's in it, where it actually makes sense to take less money because of the other stuff that comes with it. And that's the argument I would make to those two guys.
I will say, let's look to the Clippers. I know not for the same exact reason, but they're not getting punished. The aspiration deal that Paulo Torre won a Pulitzer Prize for talking about, nothing has come from that.
Right.
There's no repercussions from the league so far. I know they're investigating. So if there's no punishments, why don't the Lakers do an aspiration deal? Say, hey, LeBron, you can stay with us, but we'll get a shoe deal in LA that'll not be real, and then you can get $200 million more dollars.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we want to fight circumventing the salary
But I
cap.
mean, if you say that it doesn't matter, fans don't care about it, and who cares?
Right, I don't care, but it's still against the league rules. I don't know if you can.
It's not against the league rules if there's no punishment.
No,
for
it's still against the league
There's no
rules, even
punishment
if there's
for it.
been no punishment.
I feel like if there's no punishment, everybody should do it. So
John,
if you're the
will
Lakers,
there
you do
ever
it.
be a punishment? I think there will be
has to
some
be.
slap on the wrist kind of punishment,
There
won't
has
there?
to be, but what are they waiting for? The draft is next month.
Yeah.
Okay, they have to, if they're taking draft picks away from the Clippers need to know.
Yeah.
I think they're not going to do anything. I think they're going to let it
If
go into
they
the rucks
don't,
like Steve
if they
Ballmer.
don't do anything, I would not blame every other team in the league if they paid people under the table.
In fact, I would immediately, it's sort of like exploiting a loophole. If that loophole exists, you're dumb if you don't exploit it.
I mean, look at Mark Walter and the Dodgers organization. It wasn't a loophole to defer money, but they just realized they could do it with these star players, and that's how they get all these amazing star players at the Dodgers. Lakers can circumvent the salary cap with aspiration part 2 and plant, I don't know, seeds instead of trees.
Seeds.
Yeah, and then that's
Inspiration.
how they
There's
get
a company
LeBron
called
to come back.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess if that is the game, you do fight fire with fire. I mean, if the Clippers get away with it, then, it's a copycat league. I'm sure there's another tree planting company somewhere that can help you pay some Laker salary.
And by the way, I listened to everyone. I think there were 7 of them.
Yes.
Pablo Torre podcasts examining that Clippers Steve Ballmer aspiration thing. I think there is a chance that Steve Ballmer got duped and didn't know.
Yeah.
Pablo comes to the conclusion that's probably not true. But let's say for the sake of this discussion that it is.
Yeah.
You still have to punish him.
Sure.
Because Kawhi got $28 million under the table from an account that you and Dennis Wong put money into.
Right.
So you're the victim of – it's the old Herm Edwards line. It might not be your fault, but it's your problem.
Yeah, no, I think the league has to act. In some way, they have to act. I assume they're doing some sort of internal investigation. I don't know why they don't just listen to Pablo's podcast to figure it all out, but there has to be some punishment.
Did you guys see when Pablo put all the information underneath the chair of Adam Silver just for the theatrics of it all?
Yeah,
they're not going to do anything. They like Steve Ballmer too much.
Pulitzer Prize. Wow.
Yeah, he just won a Pulitzer.
That's big.
Pablo did.
I don't know. I've heard people say Pulitzer.
What did I say?
No, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's Pulitzer.
I've always
or
thought
Pulitzer.
I always thought it is Pulitzer.
I thought it was Pulitzer, but does anybody care?
Yeah, I do.
Mr. Pulitzer?
I want to know.
Mrs. Pulitzer?
I want to know. The Pulitzer
Google
family,
AI.
the entire Pulitzer family. All right, coming up next for you. Draymond Green has got beef with everybody these days. We'll do that coming back next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you know I love National University. You hear me talking about them all the time. And if you're ready to get a career-focused bachelor's or master's degree, NU is the place for you. They're a nonprofit university that offers more than 150 degree programs. And here's the best part. They do it on your schedule. Flexible 4 or 8 week online courses designed to fit your life. And if you've listened to me talk about National over the past year or so, you know I always say, and they're always offering scholarships to make it easier. Here's one you can apply for right now. The Believe and Succeed Scholarship. It awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry current bachelor's or master's degree. And they'll give you all the support you need. Free tutoring, career counseling, resources to keep you on track. They know that a lot of people have ands in their life. You might have a family and a job and a hobby and you want to get a degree. They're here for all of it. They'll make it happen on your schedule. So if you want to learn more about National University, just go to their website, nu.edu. That's also the website where you can apply for that Believe and Succeed scholarship, nu.edu. You got to apply by July 31st. Terms and conditions apply. If you want to get a degree and think you don't have time, think again. Go to that website, nu.edu, National University.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So, you know what? This is the perfect golf weather that you want.
Oh, yeah.
Warm without being hot.
Yeah.
Cool without being breezy.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Like this is...
Well, we're in the shade, though.
Yeah.
When you're out there walking around, it's not bad.
Yeah, part of this is hydration, right? You got to... Attrition is a big part of golf.
It is.
Yeah.
I like to hydrate with Coors Lights. I feel I feel that is a very effective...
What you do is your choice. Yeah.
Well, it is a good hydration.
Yeah.
I go Cascana's tequila. There you go.
There you go. See,
tequila water. That's my jam right
water. There you go. There's hydration in there.
If you come through the halfway house, maybe there's a double transfusion.
Okay, there you go.
Double transfusion or a glizzy. You know, you got to get that.
Oh, always a good choice.
Oh,
I turned DeMarco on to transfusion.
Oh, you got that?
Loved it.
Oh, it's a game changer, right?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. Between my mom and my wife, who is now a first-time mom, I got a lot of appreciation I need to show. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending farm fresh flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with my code Canty. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers. Some are even growing on the side of a volcano. And the best part, Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 55,000 five-star reviews. With 25% off using code Canty, grab flowers for your mom, your wife, and grandma too. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code Canty for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, use code Canty. Books.com, code Canty.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs, and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So that's why I deliver. Red light player. When the red light goes on, look out, I'm on it.
That's Steve Mason and John Ireland.
That's what they say is you're a red light player. Especially in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah. No, I never played there.
Mason and Ireland. Right now.
Hi, good afternoon, people. It is the day of Game 2, Lakers versus OKC, and John is in Oklahoma City, which is a wild town, party town.
Well, they probably have the best fans in the league.
They seem like great fans.
Is it like big spring breakers energy over there, John?
No, you would not come to Oklahoma City for spring break. But
not a party town.
Yeah. And I would argue that the Laker fans are maybe more knowledgeable than the OKC fans, but the OKC fans are more rabid.
Yes.
So you're saying we're smarter, they're just more excited.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are intelligent fans here.
Okay, got it.
And they are rah-rah.
They just wear T-shirts. I don't even know if they're that exciting. They just wear T-shirts, guys.
Well, it seems like there's guys with their shirts off and doing all that kind of stuff.
before the first
The
point.
standing before the
Okay.
first basket.
Honestly, guys, I find this so annoying.
What?
I find OKC fans so annoying. I find them so silly. Like it's not college. It's NBA. You
Right.
don't stand until it just is so annoying to
But
me.
Oklahoma City, it's like the only show in town, so they
trying
get
too
super
hard.
excited about it.
They're trying too hard. Act like you've been there before. OKC, you won the championship
It's
last
true.
year.
It is true. All right, so Draymond Green and Charles Barkley went at it a little bit. Was this last night? This happened last night? And I want you to listen to this, John. It's an interesting take, and get your reaction.
Sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I want to hear if he believes what you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level.
So sports is for young people, John. Tell LeBron James sports is for young people.
Yeah, it can be. And I think the Thunder are young, the Spurs are young. Charles might turn out to be right. But and let me preface this by saying I'm a Draymond Green fan.
Yeah, me too.
I've always liked Draymond. I think he's outspoken. I think he's smart.
His podcast is great. He's good on TV, all that stuff.
I think he provides an energy to his team that other players aren't willing to do. I mean, he'll walk right up to the line. I mentioned Ron Artest earlier. Draymond's kind of a modern-day Ron Artest.
Yes.
If he's on your team, you love him, and if he's on the other team, you hate him.
Yep.
A modern-day Dalton Rushing.
Yeah,
Dalton
really.
Rushing's another one, yeah.
But I thought that shot he took at Barkley was unfair. Barkley in Houston averaged, I think, like 14 and 8. And I think they made it to a conference final. That was him, Olajuwon, Drexler. That was an older team trying to win a title at the end. But Barkley in Houston wasn't an embarrassment. And so I think Draymond got caught up in like a personal attack or something.
Yes.
And didn't know what to do because he was when Charles said the Warriors are finished, Draymond got defensive. But I thought that him making it personal, like, I don't want to be Charles Barkley on the Rockets. You wish you were Charles Barkley on the Rockets.
It's true. It's true.
It's like
Charles
I'm no Clint Capella thing all over again.
Right. And Charles was, a Hall of Fame player throughout most of his career. Yeah, he tailed off at the end, but who doesn't? I mean, LeBron might be the only guy ever not to tail off at the end.
Maybe in history, yeah. Maybe in history.
Speaking of LeBron.
Yes.
So, I come on here all the time and I talk about how, and Beto has to deal with this too, that half the audience hates LeBron.
Yeah.
And people go back to me and they say, Ireland, that's not true. It's a vocal minority. Not everybody hates LeBron. No, it is true. And Beto and I have to deal with it every day. And you people coming at us saying it's not true don't know what you're talking about. And you don't need to believe it from me. Listen to this. Rich Paul was doing his podcast with Max, with Max Kellerman. And Rich says he's having trouble getting new clients because other agents and other players hate LeBron so much that they're saying, don't go with Rich. The only thing he ever did was help LeBron. Listen to Rich. Here's Rich Paul.
I feel the effects of it because I've had NBA current players and former players involve themselves in a recruiting process with a kid that's not their son and purposely push a kid to a different agency because of their disdain for LeBron, and I'm his guy. So I know what happens and what's to be true. So that's when I
someone else's success makes you feel bad about you because it places you
that's
below.
That's just been it. We have to, and that's the thing. We have to overcome so much to be successful, and success isn't just from a financial perspective. Just to be positioned to where you can always be in position.
So that to me is a little bit different than the fans who call in and say, I hate LeBron. That is actually people in the industry that don't like LeBron.
Does it make any sense to you?
You know, it doesn't. The only thing I can think with LeBron, I think he's the most polarizing athlete there is. Obviously polarizing within the industry, Rich Paul trying to get other clients, polarizing amongst fans and other teams.
Like Tiger can be polarizing, but everybody reveres him.
But like, there's nobody like LeBron in terms of polarized, right? I mean, I don't think
but
there's anybody in sports.
Like if just answer this question: if somebody walked up to you on the street and said, "Hey, Mace, why is LeBron polarizing?" What's your answer?
All the stuff he does off the court. All the tweets and the trolling and all that stuff is the only reason I can think.
He gets his teammates off the team was a thing before recently, that he gets his teammates shipped away if they're not working out.
Yep.
That he left Cleveland when he should have stayed in Cleveland.
Great
to join
player,
Miami.
bad general manager, that kind of thing. All that kind of stuff. But no, I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why other players in the league don't like LeBron.
Yeah.
Because that's what it sounds like with Rich Paul. He's like, nobody will sign with me because I have LeBron.
Okay, I know.
And by the way, for people who think that all Rich Paul does is represent LeBron, look at his client roster.
Oh, yeah.
You could not be more wrong.
I will say,
the Clutch will outlive LeBron by a mile.
Yes.
If I was a young athlete, I don't know if I want Rich Paul to be my client, my agent, because he's going to talk about it on a podcast all the time. Like, I don't know. He could share his opinions about different teams. And
If
what
Rich
if I wanted
Paul
to play for that
represented sportscasters, I would hire him to be my agent tomorrow. I think he's one of the smartest, young, bright minds in the agent game. By the way, May, same thing about Scott Boras. If Scott Boras ever wanted to represent sportscasters, sign me up.
But Scott Boras doesn't have a podcast in which he talks about all the other teams.
Do you really
that
think people are holding against him that he has a podcast?
I just think that if I say I wanted to be a star and I want to keep all of my options open, but Rich Paul is talking about how, I don't know, let's just say the Minnesota Timberwolves are a badly run organization.
Yes.
What if I'm like, I want to keep the door open if I want to go to the Timberwolves? Like, I just feel like him sharing his opinion in public like this may be preventing him from getting some clients.
I don't agree with that. I don't know why. I mean, everybody has a podcast now. I'm not sure why you would hold that
not
against
Scott Boras,
anybody.
not all these agents.
Scott Boras
Scott talks in the media.
He'd call
60 Minutes did a profile.
Yeah, we'd have Scott on. He would talk.
I'm sure, but he's not talking 3 times a week every week and sharing his opinion about everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more about LeBron than it is about Rich.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I hope he comes back. Because
me too.
And what I care about is what he does on the court.
Yeah, I mean, my God,
he's been great.
He was best player on the floor the other night.
Yeah, he's been
Come on,
great.
at the age of 41, season 23. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some icebreakers. And, John, you were in an enormous hole in icebreakers.
No problem.
No problem, says
I'll come
John.
back.
All right, in the meantime, you know, I love Cosm. My friends over there, Jeb Terry and Mazen and all those guys do such a great job. And Cosm is just an incredible experience. I was there for Game 7 of the World Series. Just mind-blowing. It felt like you were, like, right on the field. It's incredible. And right now, there are so many opportunities to see NHL, NBA playoff games. Want to go see the Lakers, want to go see the Sixers and Knicks, want to go see the Spurs and Timberwolves, all those games at Cosm. And now, in shared reality, you can see Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter movie, which I have never seen and I'm going to see finally, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. You can see it in shared reality. The premiere is tonight, and then it's wide open to everybody. I get to see my first Harry Potter movie, but at Cosm on that gigantic screen. Unbelievable experience. Amazing drinks and cocktails and food. I'm telling you, Cosm has got it all. Whether it's a cinema experience like Harry Potter or an NBA playoff game like the Lakers and OKC, Cosm is the spot for it. For a complete schedule of events and to get your tickets, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
Game 1 belonged to the Thunder.
Then the Lakers will lose Game 1 by 18.
OKC defends home court, and the Lakers take the early blow. Can the Lakers answer back and still win in OKC? Game 2, same floor, same teams, and a chance to respond. Coverage begins today at 5 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey LA, it's Bethel Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondrous Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondrous and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's springtime in SoCal, and you're still on those same old floors? Make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Hardwood, laminate, waterproof vinyl, carpet, turf, all in stock. They even have Cortec, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in a ton of colors ready and in stock. Visit the showroom off the 5 next to the Commerce Casino or check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, and no spring sale beats wholesale.
Chris Canty here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla too, my favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right, that's right, the big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, John, here's how you sit. You're not that far back after a week away, but beating the week away. John, you're at minus 35 still.
Okay.
Mace has 9 points.
Yep. Okay.
Brian has 4, and the others, because Sua got it, have 7.
This is going to be my greatest comeback of all time.
I think so.
Good luck.
It's your 3-1 moment. All right, for 10 points. I was born in 1985. My mom was part of the inaugural team at Morris Brown College, and I have appeared in an episode of The Sweet Life on Deck. Shout out, Brian. You know that one? Sweet Life on Deck?
I do. I'm familiar.
Zack and Cody thing?
Hey, John knows too.
It's the sequel to the original. Anyway, for 9 points. I've appeared twice on Animal Planet's reality show called Tanked because I have approximately 20 snakes. All right, for 8 points.
20 snakes.
Yeah, a lot of snakes.
Mason.
Okay.
Dwight Howard.
It is Dwight Howard!
Yay!
Wow! Mason! 18 points total for the month.
Wow, that's a good pull.
The age was about right, 41, and the snakes were a dead giveaway. He's a big snake guy.
He is. He's been on Tanked twice.
I should have got that. I knew he had
Yeah,
20
you
snakes.
knew he had snakes, yeah.
Here's the rest. I've also competed on the Masked Singer. I think you guys would have gotten that one at least. I was drafted number 1 overall, but I have played for 10 different professional basketball teams, including the Taiwan team that he played for. Won the dunk contest, played for only one Olympic team in 2008, and I won gold. I'm in the Naismith Hall of Fame. I have with Shaq over the use of the nickname Superman.
Yep.
And I won a title with the Lakers in 2020 COVID season.
There you go.
Way to go, Mace. Icebreakers brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
So, question.
Yeah.
Am I still allowed to take a local listener to a local baseball? I guess take a listener to a local baseball game?
Yeah, why not?
And can we look into that? You know, in the past, we've had like a lie of the day, and then there's a local baseball game that I take a listener to along with all of us.
That is a Janessa question.
Okay.
Because she has to write up the rules.
Oh, yeah, the
so
rules.
You don't get in trouble with
exactly
whoever we get in trouble with. I don't even know who that would be.
Yeah, somebody somewhere will have it. By the way, Stan Kasten's going to join us.
I love that.
President and part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And the reason we asked Stan to come on, and we'll talk Dodgers with him, is that Ted Turner, one of the great entrepreneurs in American history, passed away yesterday. And Stan worked for Ted for years when he ran the Braves and the Hawks. And so the main reason we reached out to Stan today is we want to hear Ted Turner's stories.
Yeah.
And so he'll join us at 1:30. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. So, John, Jimmy Haslam, who's part owner of is he the owner or part owner of the
He's a part owner of the
Bucks?
Bucks. I met him in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah?
When we did a game there. He also owns your Cleveland Browns.
That's right. So he came out and said that his intention is to have the Giannis thing worked out before the draft. Now, to me, that really sort of limits options if you do it before the draft as opposed to waiting till July the 1st. What do you guess Milwaukee is going to do here?
I don't think Giannis plays for the Bucks next year. I don't know, though, if they're going to trade him before the draft. If they don't get the offer they want, they may wait. You know, people forget when the Cavs traded for Kevin Love. Remember when Kevin Love was in Minnesota? The draft happened. The Cavs took Andrew Wiggins, and for about a couple of months they were selling Andrew Wiggins jerseys in the team store. And then they traded him as soon as they could get Kevin Love.
Yep.
That's the way the Giannis thing could go down. And so my guess is Giannis is playing elsewhere next year.
Yep.
I don't know the timing of the trade, though. That is what I can't put my finger on.
But this is a good draft year, right, John? Like, the draft coming up would be good. That's maybe why you want to get it. So maybe you have a draft this year. You move up and get a better pick.
Right, but keep in mind, you could have a trade worked out. Kobe was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, but the Hornets knew they were trading him to the Lakers.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. So that you can still get the player you want in the draft, but the other team might take him.
Yeah, it's no weird. You know, Giannis wants to do this without actually saying, I want to be traded or I want to move on or it's time to move on or anything like that. Giannis is still in the I want to be a Buck forever mode, and it's clear that he's ready to go.
Right.
But he doesn't want his fingerprints on it. Even though I think the average Buck fan would say, thanks for the ring, thanks for the championship, thanks for the banner. I understand if you want to move on. Giannis?
I think it changes things when you win a title. For example, LeBron was villainized when he left Cleveland the first time. But when he left him the second time to come to the Lakers, it wasn't as big of a deal because he got the Cavs a title. Yep. Like you talk to people like Lindsay, who were born in Cleveland and raised there, huge Cavs. Her dad's like the world's biggest Cavs fan.
Yep.
She had no animosity, nor did her dad, after LeBron left to go to the Lakers. They were mad when he left to go to the Heat. But when he went to go to the Lakers, it's like, okay, he got us the title he promised he would get us. Let him go live his life.
I also think it's different because the first time he's living in the prime of his career, and then the second time when he went to the Lakers, everyone probably believed this is the twilight of his career. He'll go there, make movies, play for 3 or 4 years, and then retire. But obviously, it's turned into what it's turned into.
Yeah, hell of a long twilight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's
like that book. The book is really thick.
It is I've never.
Twilight is a thick book.
Do you read those?
I did.
You did read those?
I read all of them.
In school?
No, I was in middle school. I was middle
books.
school aged.
Are those the movies that Kristen Stewart were
that
in?
is correct. And Robert Pattinson. I did do a research paper on it based off of Nothing important.
Yeah, I watched.
Wait a minute. What type of education system do they have there in Virginia?
That was in Gifted and Talented, and I had the opportunity to do my own individual study project, and my teacher allowed me to do it based off of like box office, geography, adaptation, thing like that. So I kind of. I was in 6th grade. Okay.
I like the humble brag there. I was gifted and talented.
Well, I was.
So in other words, you didn't have to go to class.
I got an additional class that was an independent study because I was already doing so well in the other classes. Guys, I took a lot of AP classes.
Yeah.
Well, so when I was
4.5 GPA.
When I was in college, I had a professor who taught a sportscasting class.
Yep.
And you were allowed to take it up to 3 times. And so it taught you everything about sportscasting. So the first time I took it, I was super into it. I was in the guy's office all the time. I was willing to do anything. I killed it. The second time I took it, he called me into his office and he goes, "You don't need to come to this class." He said, "I'm going to give you an A. You just need to do a project." So it's kind of what your professor did.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was in 6th grade that I did this, not in college.
That's in the Gifted and Talented program, right?
We call it SCOPE.
SCOPE?
What does SCOPE stand for?
I used to know, and now I don't. But it was, the Gifted and Talented.
John, were you in the Gifted and Talented program?
Hell no.
I don't think we had a Gifted and Talented program. We
You know
just
what?
had 6th grade.
So you guys have standardized testing here for kids in school, right?
Yes.
What is the name of your standardized testing?
John, you went
to SAT.
John? No, not SAT. But every year you have to take a class that's like the No Child Left Behind thing.
Okay.
Okay, well, ours was called the Standards of Learning. You had to take it every year for every subject, and you get a grade on it or whatever. And so, but it's called Standards of Learning, and it stands for SOL. So I take my SOL test at the end of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not what SOL stands for, but good pun.
Yeah,
No, but it was what Virginia called them.
It is what they called it. All right, Brian, how were your Gifted and Talented classes?
They just missed me.
They missed you?
I was just right on the cusp, and they're
You
like,
were too gifted, too talented.
Right.
Yes.
This kid's going to steal the show.
Too advanced. All right, it's time to take some calls for sports graffiti. And, we've covered a lot of ground here. Obviously, Lakers OKC tonight. We talked about Austin Reaves. What are your expectations for him tonight? What's the impact on your view of Austin Reaves with the Lakers moving forward? Do the Lakers pay him? Can he be the second best player on a championship team? All that stuff is fair. You want to talk Dodgers? Tyler Glasnow, back twinge. It doesn't sound serious, but it means that when.
But doesn't he always get hurt? And anything with him is serious, right?
Well, I heard him talk about it. He says this happens to him every year, and it doesn't seem too bad. So he may or may not need a trip on the injured list, but it's proof that you can never have too much starting pitching. Blake Snell comes back. Tyler Glasnow goes. I mean, they've got 7 starters in a rotation right now. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. I'm looking for people who've been in a Gifted and Talented program. 877-710-ESPN. Gonna do some sports graffiti coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Lakers and Toyota are celebrating 50 years of their legendary partnership. They started working together in 1976. And as part of that, your summer starts now. Kick things off by kicking up some mud in a powerful new 4Runner built for off-road adventure. Take on what's ever next in the RAV4 that drives ahead and bring everybody along in a spacious Sequoia with room to stretch out and enjoy the ride. They have the Grand Highlander, and when it's time to head out, Tundra and Tacoma are ready to go. If there's nothing better than having a new car or truck to start the summer. Dealer inventory may vary, so see your participating Toyota dealer for details. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
You have the heart of LeBron, who has been there and done it, and these kids in the Oklahoma City locker room had posters of him up on their walls when they were kids.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
But they're an army. They're not 3 or 4 guys.
No, there's a lot of guys.
It's almost like...
Although they are missing Jalen Williams is pretty important.
But still, though, doesn't it feel like it's like LeBron is that one guy, all those movies where, like, guys are outnumbered.
He's like Jon Snow against the, what were they? White Walkers.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's one guy with a sword, you know? And then there's like 5,000 dudes running at him, and they're all on horses, and they've got great equipment, you know, and they've got the numbers. And there's just one guy standing there with a sword, and he got to take on that entire army by himself.
Yeah.
That's LeBron against Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, Rams fans. It's your quarterback, Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
Hey, guys, it's Sedano. Mother's Day's coming up, and I've been thinking about my mom. You know, I didn't realize how much she did for me back in the day. Listen, she woke me up, made sure I got to school, had breakfast, got fed, right, picked me up from school, took me to practice and all my activities. I mean, you got to take care of Mom. So, yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you got to get it right. And the easiest way to do that is Bouqs. Bouqs is short for bouquets. That's Bouqs. And I'm sending Mom flowers from the Bouqs Company. And I'll get you this, 25% off, so you can send some flowers to Mom, too. Send a vibrant, happy bouquet or step it up with a monthly subscription to keep some happiness coming month after month. Bouqs is the way to go. It took me 2 minutes, pick the bouquet, set the delivery date, boom, done. And with 25% off, you can grab some for your wife, your aunt, and your grandma, too. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Bouqs.com. That's Bouqs.com. Promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's Bouqs.com. Promo code ESPN. Bouqs.com. Promo code ESPN.
The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, Sports Graffiti time. A lot of gifted and talented callers today. The old G&T attack. Let's hit the phones here. Well, let's start out with Chris, I think, in Fort Worth. Chris, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Chris.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Hey, just a couple of points. First things, as far as the coaching goes, they're really telegraphing the 3-point on the corners. Has that been addressed? Secondly, what are they doing as far as conditioning goes? Because I know Oklahoma is one of those teams that really like to run up and down the court. And as far as Austin, I know he's coming back from an injury, and so they could do have some young legs as far as, like, you know, Adu Theroux and what have you. Have they maybe thought about giving them a couple of minutes at least to get, you know, some fresh legs in the game? And, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
I asked Michael the other day when they couldn't make a three.
Yeah.
Am I crazy to suggest throw Dalton Connect out there for 5 minutes and see if he can get hot?
I mean, worth a shot, right?
Right,
I mean,
or Nick Smith.
On a night when Kennard is not hitting and Marcus Smart is not hitting and
especially
Austin's
if
not
Kennard
hitting.
doesn't play tonight. Kennard is questionable with a neck strain.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah,
I mean,
and by the way, John,
nobody's giving you much of a chance anyway.
I think they need to be volume three-point shooters. This is the one way where they can actually upset them is a bunch of threes, get hot from behind the three-point line. I think that's one way they can win. They took 30 threes. I'd like to see them take more threes tonight. Keep shooting. Just like, by the way, credit Austin. He kept shooting.
But it might turn into like what Bricktown is or whatever is in Oklahoma City.
Could turn into Bricktown. Exactly right. Let's go to Patrick in Arcadia. Hi, Patrick. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, guys. When I was in elementary school, what they called it the MGM program, the Mentally Gifted Minors. Wow. And
let's go.
So one day a week, we all get MGM. So one day a week, we all got to get on a bus and go to a different school for some special class. And it was a short bus. I think probably half the school thought we were not gifted.
Yeah, right. But
thought you were the opposite of gifted.
You were very gifted.
So.
The MGM program. Way to go, Patrick.
Yeah, that was MGM here in LA. So, and also, I think we're asking too much of Reaves. I'm not hopeful. I mean, I'm hopeful, but I'm not confident. We'll see tonight. But despite that headband straight out of what is it, Flashdance?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
underrated movie, Flashdance.
By the way, 3 of 16. We're not expecting him to, be better than 3 of 16 is what you got to do. Shoot 50% from the field. Nail a couple of threes. You got to get something out of Austin Reaves. They're not going to win the game without something out of Austin Reaves. Let's go to Dave in Lancaster. Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And welcome back, John. So I noticed you guys have a little survey about should we rename the Mandys?
Yeah, right.
I say keep it with the Mandys. And speaking of the Mandys, so I would like to nominate Sua for the funniest one-liner. Yesterday during Fast Track, you guys were talking about the bullpen and dry hump or whatever. Out of nowhere, Stewart goes, "Oh, you mean blue ball?"
Yes, that is true. He did say
I
that.
started laughing so loud that people around me were looking at me like, "What's wrong with this guy?" But Sua, he's great. Give him a Mandy just for that. And thanks for taking.
There
my
you
call.
go. Yeah. By the way, Momo's got her hands full for fill-in host of the year. I think Sua is coming for
Hey,
her.
Mace, explain dry humping in a baseball sense to John.
So, John, dry humping is in baseball. This is from Pete Fairbanks, who is a closer for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Right.
If you're asked to get up, if you're in the bullpen and you're asked to get up and throw, and then they don't use you, you get warm, they don't use you. That's known as dry humping. And sometimes you can multiple times get up and throw, warm up, get loose, and then they don't need you.
They don't go to you.
So he calls that dry humping. Yes.
I think that most people think that's a different term, but okay.
Meant something different to me when I was a junior in high school.
By the way, Emily, I just got done watching Industry. I'm now completely caught up.
By the way,
Isn't it such a crazy ending, John?
I mean, you talk about a lot of sex on one show.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you know how I am. I love that stuff, but that's even a lot for me.
I mean, even the final season didn't have as much sex as it normally does, but the ending is so haunting, and you could see it coming because of certain biographical features in Yasmin that she was resembling somebody else that I think we all know.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. There's that one scene, John. My husband left something there that belongs to him. That scene.
Kiernan Shipka.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Kiernan.
It's one of the more sleazy scenes I've ever seen in a show. Let's go to Jim in South L.A. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Jim?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I wanted to talk about AR. He's got to bring something tonight because I love AR, but he is not showing himself to be a number two. And I'm glad you guys are stopped calling him a number two, although Travis still calls him the second best player. But AR's got to bring something, and I think Luke and Smart have just regressed to the mean. They were shooting really well in those first 2 or 3 games with Houston, but they've just regressed to the mean.
Yeah, I mean, that shooting variance is one of, like, for example, the other night, John, every Thunder complimentary player seemed to be hitting shots, whether it was Isaiah Joe or
Jared McCain.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys were hitting shots. And that's one of the things the Lakers did so well was to take Shea out of the game. But as he said, when there are multiple bodies coming at me, that means there are multiple guys open, and those guys knock down shots. And I thought that was the difference the other night.
You almost have to play perfect to beat OKC.
Yep.
They can do it, but they got to play perfect.
Albert is in Ontario. Albert, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Albert.
What's up, guys? I'd like to give 2 reasons why I don't like LeBron or Rich Paul.
Okay.
One of them is when it felt like Clutch Sports, when Anthony Davis was here, was actually becoming bigger than the brand, bigger than the Lakers, because they would take all the glory on a trade. But when the trade went bad or a player did fizzled out, like Westbrook, they said they had nothing to do with it. They're not involved. And the second thing is when Rich Paul was kind of throwing Austin Reaves under the bus, like pretty much talking about shipping them out and all that. And I think players or fans, didn't really care for that because we feel he has influence in those kind of trades and such.
Yep. That's an interesting point, John. So the Westbrook trade, which goes down as one of the really bad Laker trades.
Yeah.
Was really driven by LeBron and AD, was driven by Clutch to a point, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, LeBron and AD wanted Russ.
They did.
I gotta fall on the grenade here. I liked the Russ trade when they made it. Because as you know, I like Westbrook.
Yes.
But I couldn't have been more wrong. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it did not work.
And so they had to, and sometimes that can happen. But like Rob always says, he looks at stuff as a partnership.
Yes.
And especially when it's guys like LeBron and AD. I had somebody call me yesterday and say, what would you think about getting AD back? And I thought, well, I don't know what we'd give up to get him, but I would welcome him back, wouldn't you?
Depends how much he's making, how he fits, all that kind of stuff.
Because he's like AR, which he can have some days where he's amazing and some days where he's not, especially in the postseason, where there's some days where Anthony Davis will put up an absolute 0 in the postseason and some days where he goes off. And you need consistency more than anything else in the playoffs.
And the injury thing is real. That's the other thing. Now, would I welcome AD back? Yeah, I mean, at the right price. If he fits, I would welcome him back. But I don't think that's in the cards, right? He's still making a gigantic number in Washington.
Yep.
All right, John, bonus sports graffiti.
Love it.
Massive sports graffiti today. All the lines lit, and we're going to have more of your calls coming up next. And then at 1:30, Stan Kasten, the president and part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, who worked with Ted Turner for many years, who passed away yesterday. We'll talk to Stan about that coming up in about 15 minutes. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
You know what the first thing that always comes into my mind when I think LAFC?
Mario.
Second thing. Mario's number one. Second thing that pops in.
Flying the bird.
LAFC.
No. Migallo.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
That's where you had turned me on to the phrase of Migallo. I'd never heard it before. In bed.
My guy. My guy.
Migallo?
You had never heard that?
Guy was like a rooster, right? That's my guy. Right?
That's my guy. Migallo.
We're standing there eating, watching the LAFC game, and Beto goes, Migallo, and I'm like, what?
What is that?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Dude,
now I know.
We're sneaking into suites, drinking beers. That's my chance for that restaurant. You just answered the question for me. Okay.
Is that the name of a restaurant?
Up north. That's what it means. Ah, my guy. Okay.
Migallo.
There you go. Well, the slang is like my guy. Yeah.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs, and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen. Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
All right, back to the phones we go. Let's go to Deborah in Venice. Hi, Deborah. You're on Sports Graffiti. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How goes it with you?
It's going good. Ready for game 2. How about you?
I'm ready, but, I'm already, like I was telling your screener, I'm accepting, the inevitable. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I was telling your screener, I go way back to, like, Magic, Kareem, Rambis, AC Green, Coop, Worthy, the whole Michael Thompson, of course, MT. I mean, back in the day, when it was you could not even leave the room because you might miss something. I remember there was like 3.1 or maybe 1.3 seconds on the clock, and we were behind by 2. Somebody inbounded the ball to Magic. He's beyond the arc. He put one up, 3-pointer. The next thing you know, instead of being behind by 2, we win by 1. Those were the days when you didn't want to leave the room. You'd be like standing in the doorway, halfway between leaning toward the kitchen to get a snack and leaning back into the gym not to miss what, perhaps the game-winning shot.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say that I just hope we don't get swept. I just hope we can muster up enough to just win one.
Yeah,
that's
just win one. Well, just win one. That's all I
It'd be really fun. It'd be really fun to win tonight.
Oh, can you imagine?
Nobody would know what to do with it.
And
it would be so
OKC
much fun.
fans' faces and their stupid shirts.
Yeah, all the stupid T-shirts and their rah-rah. Our gutty team attitude. Let's go to Johnny in L.A. Johnny 2.0, apparently. Johnny 2.0, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Johnny 2.0. Hey, Mr. Ireland. Hey, Mason. It's John. I have 2 things.
Yes.
Okay, with Austin Reaves, I've noticed that when, the first game, when it comes to playoffs, I think he noticed he gets really, he gets clogged with the defense. So I kind of noticed that if he's getting clogged like that, I think he should learn how to get, pass the ball a lot better. If he's getting double teamed, because even if he gets a screen and he tries to make up a shot, they're clogging the screen up too, so you can't go around it. You can't
Johnny, to your point, it's different without Luka out there because Luka's normally the one that gets double teamed, and that frees Austin up. But with no Luka, they can just double Austin.
Yeah, they're doubling Austin. There's so much ball pressure. That's the thing that bothered me about the other night was not so much the 3 of 16, but the fact that he looked kind of rattled out there, John.
And part of it, I think, is coming off the injury. And like I said before, that's the worst game I've ever seen him play. I think he'll do better tonight.
Yep. Let's go to Sean in Lomita. Hey, Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
Oh, just hanging out. First of all, just real quick, I totally agree with M. I can't stand these loud arenas, especially when they have to have the announcer tell them when to start saying defense. Oh, can't stand that. This drives me nuts. But going from there, first of all, I'm so glad to watch the Celtics shoot themselves out of the playoffs. 3 of 47, 13 of 47, out there, and it was so enjoyable. These teams, they shoot themselves out. I mean, if you're missing a few, go to the hole. You know, when you score at the basket, you stand the higher odds of getting fouled. Get to go to the line, you're hitting 75% of your free throws.
Yep.
That ups your shooting percentage. It's just, I can't believe these teams just shoot themselves and keep looking for it. Hey, that's my take.
Okay. I want to say this.
Boston.
That's what we say around here. It was kind of fun to watch. Who would have thought, John, that the Celtics and Denver would be home and the Lakers would still be playing?
Yeah, not me. I thought both the Celtics and the Nuggets would still be around.
Yep. Let's go to Walrus in Encino. He's a hardcore Lakers fan. What are you doing, Walrus?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to shout out all my fellow teachers out there. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. And you got someone in that studio who scored a 5 on the AP US History test. That's the hardest one there is. Way to go, Emily, on that. My fellow history major I just learned on the phone. Look, tonight they got to move the ball east and west. You cannot allow these Thunder defenders to just sit there and have a cup of coffee like my coach would like to say. You got to put the pressure on them on offense. And obviously you got to control the ball. If they can just clean up those turnovers, man, those live ball turnovers, those silly passes, and exactly like the last caller said, if the three's not dropping, take it to the rack, man. And they're very difficult down there. But put the pressure on them. Put the pressure on them tonight. They could get this game tonight, John. I really believe they can. Will they? Probably not. But come on, man. Hope springs eternal.
I'm with you.
Lakers.
Yeah, there is something empowering about no one believing you can do it.
Yeah, that edge and that attitude, you know, the sort of house money thing does change the way you can approach games. You can be a little bit more reckless and aggressive.
History, think of 300. You know, those
Right.
guys fighting against all the other guys.
Well, Fox is running an ad right now for the World Cup.
Yes.
Where a bunch of fans are talking about how the United States could win the World Cup. The United
Which isn't
States,
true.
Yeah, the United States has never even contended for a World Cup.
Yeah, they won't even win an elimination game.
But so these guys are all celebrating, having a good time, and these guys are in the bar going, we're not winning this.
Yeah, no,
You know, kind of like
not.
what we're doing now.
Not happening.
And you look at the end of the bar, and there's Mike Ruzioni sitting there.
Yes.
And he looks over and he goes, so you guys don't believe in miracles. And then he walks out.
So I love that. Now, here's my
I do
question. Do people, if his name wasn't Chiron, do people know who Michael Rosioni is?
Good question.
Em, did you know who he is?
No.
And
Not even if you
DC?
No idea.
talked about
You
him.
guys, neither one of you know who Michael Ruzioni is.
No.
No, doesn't
He
even
was
ring a
the
bell.
Is he on The
captain.
Sopranos?
No, he was the captain of the 1980 U.S. men's hockey team, and he scored the winning goal to upset the Russians, which in my lifetime was the biggest upset in sports history.
Yeah. But isn't it interesting? I looked at the ad, too. I thought, oh, cool, Ruzioni. And then I immediately thought, geez, do people know who Michael Ruzioni is anymore?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. If Brian and Em don't know who he is, maybe it doesn't work for younger
If Team
people.
USA wins the World Cup, that would be the most improbable thing that ever happened.
100%. 100%. By the way, if I were to get tickets to USA Paraguay, that would also be very unexpected because
Yeah,
they are
without-
so friggin' expensive.
Without costing like a down payment on a mortgage.
Exactly. Let's get one more in here. How about David in L.A.? Hi, David. You're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
Hey, Maze. Hey, John. I called earlier this week. John wasn't there. Wanted to give him his flowers for running point, first off.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
love
fun.
having you on there. Really love having you there. I'm also a middle school PE teacher, so shout out to teachers out there this
What
week.
up?
And then have you guys heard of Air Corgi? Do you believe in the Corgi?
Oh, yeah. The
I
corgi that
saw
picks
it.
the games.
I saw that the Corgi
Yes.
thinks this thing's going, 7, right?
Lakers in 7. So if the prophecy foretold, we lose tonight. So if we lose tonight, it's okay. That's what the Corgi said. We go down 2-0. We go down 3-1. I'm guessing Luka comes back and we win in 7.
There you go.
Believe in the Corgi.
Believe in the Corgi.
guys.
I'm a big dog guy. Go Corgi.
Trust the process. Trust the corgi.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next for you, I'm really excited about this. Stan Kasten, who is president and, of course, part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, is going to join us. For many years, he was in Atlanta running the Hawks and running the Braves and worked on a regular basis with the owner of those teams, Ted
Mace,
Turner.
That when Stan was 27, I think he's in his 70s now, Ted Turner made him the youngest general manager in the history of the NBA when he gave him the Hawks job.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to him about all that. Can't wait.
It's coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, here in L.A., we get tired of wondering what is in tap water. It's not good. You can taste it. You can smell it. It's bad. That's why we installed a LifeSource whole house water system. Now I don't think twice about it. The water we drink, we cook with, we shower with, that's real peace of mind. LifeSource has become an essential home appliance for us. With one salt-free system, we get cleaner, better-tasting water from every tap in the house. No more harsh chlorine taste, none of that slippery, salt-softened feel. Plus, there's no hauling salt bags or constantly swapping out filters. LifeSource uses salt-free technology that helps protect your plumbing. It's low maintenance, no monthly upkeep, and it's not just me. LifeSource has been around since 1984, been trusted by over 250,000 homes, and they have over 4,000 five-star reviews. Upgrade your water and your daily life with a LifeSource whole house system. Call the LifeSource Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Right now, you can get factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, but he's Mark J. Spears, a Hall of Famer. No offense.
I am too. I'm a Hall of Famer.
But he's like at the NBA Hall of Fame.
Right, but I'm in the Western Pennsylvania Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, which is in a closet in the Jewish Community Center in Squirrel Hill section of Pittsburgh.
Right. Squirrel Hill.
Yeah, right.
Yins are down in Squirrel Hill.
Yins are going to get down over to Squirrel Hill and see the Western Pennsylvania Jewish Sports Hall of Fame in a closet.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
Game 1 belonged to the Thunder.
Then the Lakers will lose Game 1 by 18.
OKC defends home court, and the Lakers take the early blow. Can the Lakers answer back and still win in OKC? Game 2, same floor, same teams, and a chance to respond. Coverage begins today at 5 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all-electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next-level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
The best record I've ever heard. And by the way, John, you haven't seen the Eagles yet at Sphere, but they do this song. This is the one Don
Henley song they do?
Yeah, and it is so good. They kind of recreate the video, and that whole black and white scene that they do. Amazing.
So I was thinking about something. We're waiting on Stan Kasten, and I'm really hoping we get a chance to talk to him because he's had such an interesting career.
It's looking good, yeah.
And all of it, I think Stan is going to tell us, started with his relationship with Ted Turner. But I was curious, for you, was there somebody that, for whatever reason, at a young age, saw you and went, that guy has it, I'm going to give him a chance? Would it be Tom Snyder for you?
Yeah, probably Tom Snyder for me. And actually, Stan is online right now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, let's go to Stan Kasten, president, part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Stan, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it on short notice.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Stan, I was thinking, I was just telling the story that when you were 27, Ted Turner named you the GM of the Atlanta Hawks, and you've had such an extraordinary career. For people that don't know, Stan ran the Hawks, then he ran the Atlanta Braves, then he ran the Washington Nationals. When he came to the Dodgers, we started going to the playoffs and winning World Series every year. So Stan's one of the great sports executives of all time. But Stan, is it fair for me to say that none of this happens for you without Ted Turner?
Yeah, no, that's completely fair to say. I was planning to be an antitrust lawyer at a New York law firm, which is what my parents also planned for me. And then this happened, and so I took my shot. I wasn't sure I was going to do it. I really had to debate whether I should go down to Atlanta. But I said I'll take a shot. Worst case, I can come back and be a lawyer. And so far, I haven't had to do that.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So Ted Turner, he always felt bigger than life to me. Was he as unpredictable and fearless behind the scenes as he was in public?
Yeah, and I've been using that phrase, larger than life, doesn't come close to capturing his personality. All the things he's done, you know what he did, owning sports teams as a personal competitor. He won the America's Cup. He was a 3-time Yachtsman of the Year, which is like the MVP award. And we haven't even started talking about his business and the work on the environment and, the work on global news and his peace initiatives and on and on and on. So I don't know anyone who squeezed more accomplishments into 87 years. I really don't.
Stan Kasten, president, part owner of the Dodgers, joins us. Ted Turner hired Stan when he was a 27-year-old to run the Atlanta Hawks.
I was 24 when he hired me.
No kid. Wow. Even more impressive. What do you think he saw in you? Why did you connect with him?
I have no idea. I told him, I'm a Columbia law graduate, Ivy League law graduate. I'm about to start work. And if you got a spot for me, I'll work cheap. Now, he remembered that conversation as I'll work for free. It was not. We had a little debate about that. It was cheap, not free, and he did wind up paying me. But it was about half of what I would have made back home or what my classmates were making. But that was okay. It was taking my shot. So other than me working cheap, I don't know what he saw. I really don't.
So, Stan, what's the single craziest thing you ever saw Ted Turner do? Crazy Ted Turner story that you can actually tell on the air?
Okay. Well, that rules out most of them then. I think it's the night that I got to my apartment, turned on the TV, and saw a different number on a uniform in our dugout that I knew we didn't have on our team. And yes, Ted had taken over the team as manager. Yep, that really happened. And
wow.
And you could look it up. We lost that night. The next day, I'm in Bowie Kuhn's office trying to explain it, and Bowie said, "No, this is not going to happen." But in the record books today, you can check it. The all-time manager register, it says Turner, T, O, and 1.
Wow.
That was his record. So that's right up there. If I think about it, I'll come up with 100 other things because they were all goofy. And everyone he knew, all his advisors, told him not to do CNN. In its day, that was viewed as wacky as hell. And here we are.
Yep, here we are.
Stan Kasten, nice enough to join us as we celebrate the life of Ted Turner, who passed away yesterday. Stan, I talked about your career and the success you had. What have you taken from Ted more than anything else? Do you hear him as a voice in your head when you look back on your career? Are there things that you got straight from him?
I think it was a great time to be at that company. We were on the ground floor of the birth of the Superstation. We turned the Superstation on 6 weeks after I started working there, and that, of course, initiated a whole new era in delivery of our games. And that's the environment we had there. We were encouraged to take big swings. We were encouraged to be innovative and just try different things. I've been around enough to see big swings. I'm here in Minnesota because we started a women's hockey league 3 years ago. That sounded dumb as hell, but here we are selling out big buildings in big cities. So a lot of that, most of that was Mark Walter and Billie Jean, but some of that is Ted and me also, because Mark said to me, "Stan, if you tell me it can't be done, I'll know that it can't." But I don't say it can't be done very often. So here we are.
Stan, if Pete Ted Turner was an owner today, how would he be received? How would the public view him?
Oh, I think they'd view him as authentic and very much interested in relaying to everyone how they were. He felt a lot more comfortable with regular folks than he did with big shots or billionaires, even though later he became one. He's incredibly philanthropic, incredibly passionate about the environment. And I think all of those things would make them really proud of who he was, and you'd be proud to know him. I certainly always was.
Stan Kasten, nice enough to join us. I love that quote that gets attributed to Ted. I don't know if he came up with it or took it from somebody, Stan, but I have this written down as one of my mantras. Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. Did he ever say that to you?
Yeah, many times. Yeah, that was one of our early commercials, I think, back in the 70s, which is when I started working for him in 1976, which is a long time ago.
Yeah. Wow.
So, we heard all of those things back then. But, it was a smaller world that we lived in. We could do outrageous. You should have seen his commercials that he did himself back in the day. When advertisers wouldn't come on, WTCG later became WTBS because it was a UHF station. Even though we had viewers, people didn't want to do UHF, so Ted did his own commercials, and we had wrestling right from our studio with 3 benches behind the screen of fans, and we called it a wrestling arena. That is how he was. He was very much a man of the people. Now, over time, he got to be very comfortable with kings and presidents and dictators. He was friends with Gorbachev. He was friends with Castro. so he could relate to them as well, but he never lost the common touch. He really didn't.
Tell me a lesson or a couple of lessons you learned from Ted that still you use today, you still apply today.
Well, I just think take the big swings, be aggressive. Don't worry about failing. If there's a problem, figure out the problem. I just think that's what he was. That's what he always had all of us do. And as I said, it was a great time to be with the company because that was the environment. We started many, many networks. We had many different kinds of business initiatives. A lot of them didn't work, but that's okay. The ones that did work were spectacular. I think that is kind of the mindset that I have. I don't know if I had it then or just, I developed it working with them. But that was certainly the environment that we were all working in.
Stan Kasten is our guest. And Stan, as you may know, I announce the Laker games now. And so I've spent the majority of my life in the NBA. And I remember somebody told me a story once, and I'm assuming you were running the Hawks when this happened, that with 2 or 3 minutes left in a Hawks game that was close, Ted just took over the PA announcer, told the guy, get out of the seat, I'm taking it over. And I'm guessing, I don't know because I've never asked you about it, but I'm guessing that you may have got one of those lectures that I used to get from David Stern where you just sat there and took it and didn't get to say anything. What do you remember about that? Were you running the Hawks when that happened?
I would have had to be because my first day of working for Ted, I attended a meeting with lawyers arranging the purchase of the Hawks. So I was with him the whole time. I have to tell you, I've never heard that story.
Okay.
Now, so as not to completely disappoint you, on the other hand, I've had many, many lectures from David Stern. many. Okay. Because,
me too. Me too,
I
Stan.
don't remember that story. I really don't. I don't remember that story. That sounds apocryphal to me.
Okay.
Do you think people today understand the place in history that Ted Turner sort of occupies?
Probably not, but let me describe to you exactly who this guy was in the late 20th century. When you talk about Renaissance men, in the late 20th century, as pop culture was changing, as the media communications business was changing, I remember one day. Here's what happened on this one day. Ted had said something typically colorful, controversial, which got him the lead in the paper on the front page. It was also the same day that TBS either declared a dividend or a stock split that he had to make the announcement of. Also on that same day, TBS was starting a new television program that was a little bit unique. And on that same day, the Braves were awful, and Ted had to apologize for that. Think about that. He had made all 4 sections of the paper on his own accomplishments, okay? Who can do that, right? No one's even involved in those 4 areas. But that was Ted, making news every place you could look on the same day.
Before we let you go, Stan, for people that don't know, Stan now runs the Dodgers, and he's close friends with Mark Walter, and they kind of run the whole thing together. Stan, your thoughts on just the Dodgers to me seem poised to do something that we haven't seen in 30 years, which is win back-to-back-to-back World Series. But it's hard. You know it better than most people. Really hard to do that. Where's your confidence level a month into the season?
As high as it's ever been, which is, not high because at this point in the season, no team has more than a 10 or 20% odds of winning. So that's about where I am mentally. Probably a better chance than most other teams, but that doesn't mean anything. What people don't appreciate enough, it's fine to be a good regular season team. You need to do that to get to October. That's really important. But those people who worry about competitive balance and us ruining the sport, you may have read about that. We have the paywall. We have the paywall of our postseason in baseball, the firewall. You've got to get through that, and that's completely different. So no matter how well you do in the regular season, you still got 3 or 4 series, short series to get through. So betting on any team this early is a foolish bet. I wouldn't do it, but do I feel good about our chances? I do, But even our chances remain slim compared, to the whole picture.
Let me ask you one last thing, Dodger question. I'm just going to kind of give you something general. What does Shohei Ohtani mean to the Dodger franchise?
Well, I think he gives us an identity on the field that we didn't have before. When you attack us, you start and end with, what do we do about Shohei? I know the first month he started slow, but that hasn't changed him. And now he's also a pitcher. So on the field, he gives us a little bit of a different identity. Business-wise, it's extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it, and I've watched a lot of sports over a very long time. The impact he has had on our business and on all of baseball's business, opening us up internationally in a way we never were before. It's been remarkable. I've said this before. We would always ask our marketing people, what would be the impact if we signed this guy? What would he do for ticket sales? What would he do for merchandise sales? What would he do for broadcast sales? And they always overestimate. They always say, he'd be worth another $5 or $10 million. It's always BS. That's never true. And in this case, they were so under the number that he produced. Yeah. No one could have predicted the impact that he's had. And all I can say is he's lived up to everything we thought he was, and more so.
Yeah.
And our mutual friend Lon Rosenstand tells me that off the field, he's even a better guy on the field. That's what real fans don't know, that having this guy in your clubhouse and around the staff and the people is actually undersold, that he's that guy too, right?
And we didn't know that until after, the 24 hours in Seoul 2 years ago, and we broke down the wall with his translator. Once we were able to communicate with him directly, we saw who he really was, and he's exactly as Lon has described. He's a great guy in the locker room, a great guy with teammates, joking around, laughing around, great sense of humor, and just a super guy. We could not. This is a deal that really worked out. They don't all work out. This one has worked out.
Listen, Stan, it is so great to get you on. Great to talk to you. Great to memorialize Ted Turner and all that he accomplished in the world and to get your perspective on it. Continued success during this season. And again, thanks a lot for coming on.
All right. My pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan.
There's Stan Kasten, president and part owner of the Los Angeles
By the way, we were
Dodgers.
lucky. He is in huge demand today,
yes,
like he was yesterday. And that's really nice that he made a few minutes for us.
Yes, it is. All right, let's do a little baseball. Coming up next, Greg Bergman's here with the Boys in Blue report. In the meantime, I'm telling you, you get into an accident, like, for example, Sua the other day, table blows over. He's like, I need Jacob Imrani. Of course. He is the guy you want if you are in trouble in any kind of accident. You get sideswiped, you get rear-ended on the freeway. As a pedestrian, you get hurt. Jacob is the guy, and the number now, John, is so easy.
800 345-6789. All you got to do is count from 3 to 9.
Yeah.
If you can count from 3 to 9, you can remember the number. And Mace, you yourself have called 800-345-6789 when you've been in an accident, so you know it works.
Yeah, it absolutely works. And I always tell people, from the scene of the accident, make the call. That's what before I even got out of the car, I called Jacob. And that's the way to do it, because he'll give you the advice and the tips, how to deal with the other driver, how to deal with pictures, witnesses, the insurance company, all that stuff. Get Jacob's advice. He will help you. And by the way, at the end of the day, he only gets paid if he wins for you. So he will get you maximum compensation. He's the right guy for the job. John and I both trust him. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Bergman and the Boys in Blue report coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Oh, I didn't tell you this. This is so funny. Reminded me. At Disney on Saturday, that 14-hour trip.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Apparently, there was some influencer there that both the girls knew.
Okay.
Some dancer dude, I don't know, but they freaked out. And this is at night at Disney, right? So, you know me, I'm on protection mode. But they took off running into the night. And I'm like, This is 20,000 steps in.
You got no chance. They're gone. They're gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
All I could do was yell. Come back here.
By the way, that is a very upsetting day as a parent.
Big time.
When you realize, like, if they run away from me, I can't catch them.
That's right.
Yeah, they're gone.
LeBron
that's it. That did.
Oh, my God.
There's
There's nothing I can do. I can't catch him.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new chili crisp dumplings paired with a premium beverage drink like our new strawberry watermelon lemonade energy refresher. Both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe it.
We do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Hey! Greg Bergman's here.
Hey.
Boys and Brew Report.
Hey.
I said the other day, and by the way, Ireland's in Oklahoma City. We're getting ready for Game 2, Lakers Thunder, and the Lakers are 15.5-point dogs once again tonight.
Shocking that is a double-digit one.
They are going to shock the world tonight,
yes,
Greg.
Of course.
John's going to get back here tomorrow. We'll be 1-1. So
why not?
I penciled out yesterday that the Dodgers will have 4 All-Stars.
Okay.
Obviously, Shohei, Yamamoto, Robleski, the way he's going right now,
pitching right now,
and Andy Pages, who hit 3 home runs yesterday.
So they would be the ones to go, yeah. Because right now, Freddie Freeman is kind of off. I mean, he might get just chosen because of like the fans are just going to put him in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't be definitely not Kyle Tucker.
No, not Kyle Tucker.
Teo hasn't been hitting.
No, Teo's been terrible lately.
I think you pretty much have it right who the 4 would be.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody else. Edwin Diaz has been out. He would have been another person that
could have been.
about.
Could have been. Yeah. So, Tyler Glasnow, this is why you carry 7 starting pitchers, right?
Man, so what it does, though, is it allows for the 3 guys in the 4, 5, 6 roles in the starting rotation to take a little bit deep breath, right? You know? Because there was going to be a fight when
nobody was going to get now nobody gets removed, right?
But we don't know what's going to happen either. So we don't know if Glasnow is going to go on the IL. If he doesn't go on the IL and he's just going to miss that one start, then that whole process still plays out. But between Sheehan, Robleski, and Roki Sasaki, you're looking at a 7-man rotation that's not going to work out. So if Glasnow goes on the IL, it'll ease them. But if not, we have that battle, and I don't know who that person's going to be. I have a reason for all 3 of them of why they should all be moved out of the rotation.
Oh, you do?
I do. So, John, tell me what you think of this.
Okay.
Emmett Sheehan has been okay.
He's
been up and down, but his velocity has dropped over and over again. It's been down since spring training. So you put him in AAA to work on his mechanics, get his velocity back up to where it's supposed to be, and then you bring him back up. That is strictly for mechanical reasons. Robleski has been so good, but he has moved back and forth from a reliever to a rotation piece, and he can do both things. So moving him out and leaving Roki Sasaki in makes a little bit of sense as well, because you're just moving somebody. You take Eater, you put him down in AAA. I think he actually just did go down, but you can find another spot.
Yeah, right.
And then Roki Sasaki,
he
needs help. He needs
moments.
help.
He has moments.
Well, yeah, that's the thing,
He
though.
has moments.
You have all these guys that are pitching so well, but you're saying his moments are pretty good.
So my approach, Greg, would be when Snell comes back, that you combine Sasaki and Sheehan into one start. That Sasaki starts and Sheehan's the automatic piggyback because you know you're only going to get 4 innings out of Sasaki, 4 2/3, whatever that happens to be.
I'd also think about doing it the opposite way, and not because when Sasaki gets hit, he gets hit later.
Right.
Earlier. Excuse me. He gets hit early on. He gets knocked around. That 3-run home run last Saturday was early on in the game. He was a little bit better in that game, despite the fact that he went 6 innings. He had a couple of strikeouts. He gave up the 3-run home run, and that was really it.
That was really
it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit better. But I might also switch that so he comes in as a reliever, which he's probably going to be at the postseason anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you if you're going to do that, if you're going to do the piggyback, I'd put him second.
I wonder, Greg, if Glasnow, like May said earlier, doesn't seem to be too beat up.
Yeah.
Don't they kind of use the injured list, though, as almost like a taxi squad? Like, even if he's not really hurt, maybe sit him for 2 weeks anyway just to stretch him out? What do you think?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's what he did last year. I mean, he had the same kind of issues. Like, I'm sure you guys talked about it. This has been something he's had since out of high school. So when he got his growth spurt. But yeah, it is. So it would make sense to put him on the IL for a little bit just for that reason. But I mean, this is a guy that gets injured all the time. If just one slight thing goes wrong, he's like, okay, I can't pitch. I'm done. I'm out. So I don't know.
By the way, I heard him talk about it. He basically said, this is what old people say. My back went out.
Yeah, which is not a great thing.
My back went out.
Right. That's not something
That's like something I would say. My back went out.
Oh, my back. I can't work today. My back went out.
My back went out,
So
exactly.
I hope he pitches. But, yeah, John, you're right. They do use it as a taxi squad, and I actually like the fact that they have the ability to do that because no other team in baseball really has that ability to do it, and they do. So that's what it is for. But, I mean, when it's Glasnow, it's always like, really? You again? Why does it always have to be you?
Yeah.
You know,
but last year he didn't pitch in the postseason at all, right?
No, last year he did. The year before he didn't. So 2024 he didn't pitch. 2025 he was really important.
Yeah.
Because did he pitch in the final game? Was he the starting pitcher in the final game?
No, I don't. Was he the starting pitcher?
He the starting
I don't
pitcher
think
in Game 7?
he definitely pitched in Game 7.
Yes, because he was in relief. And they brought
relief.
him out.
Yeah. So Glasnow and Snell were both in relief, and obviously Yamamoto.
Yamamoto, yeah. Obviously Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
right, who brings us all this, Greg?
It's brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tejon, but we don't have that right now. I don't have the copy. So,
we love Hard Rock. I was just at Hard Rock Casino Tejon. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful place. We went there for one of your things, and had so much fun. We went out to all of the all the machines that they have there. It was so much fun. Did you go out there, by the way? Did you gamble a little bit on the penny machines
at Tejon?
At Tejon,
yeah,
it's so much fun. Just banging all the different things.
My brother goes to the high limit room.
Oh wow, he's that big?
It's high roller.
Come on, high roller.
High roller. High limit room.
Yeah, go there, have a great time. The food was really good. Also, what was that? That cup of the dessert that Momo had was really good.
The sundae with the brownie. God, that was amazing.
But it was. So this is brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Home. This is how SoCal plays.
There you go. All right, thank you very much, Greg Bergman.
Appreciate
Coming up next, going to do some fast track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, it's time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you find a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, you need to hire. You get the right fit for any role fast. As Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, says, we don't leave anything to chance. And that's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing you your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions. So if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. You can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 5 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. Check it out today. If you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. It's free. Did I mention it's free? ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Sedano, today? What are you sighing about? I'm trying to set you up.
No, I know the question is the question I'm sighing about.
All right.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
It's a
Who's
difficult
gonna have
question.
a better career?
By the way, it's a different sigh. It was like an inner sigh. It was
Right.
like,
It's not an angry
like
sigh.
as opposed to like.
Right, that's an angry sigh, like when you're really annoyed with something that I've said.
It's more thoughtful, right?
Only 25 more
Right,
minutes
it's like-
and I'm leaving. So, yeah.
It was a contemplative sigh.
Correct. Thank you.
And listen, I think the sighs are really, there's the nose sigh.
Know your sighs.
Right, nose sigh, mouth sigh. Nose sigh is I'm doing some deep thought. Mouth sigh is I'm annoyed. And they're two different sighs.
Agreed. Thank you, Captain.
You're very welcome.
I usually pay
This is
extra
why
for
we're
the mouth
lockstep.
side.
Right, this is sigh analysis. Is
Oh,
what
is
this
it?
is. That's exactly what this
Some
is.
days I could use sigh
psyops.
in the eye.
Yes, exactly.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Hey, Rams fans, it's your quarterback, Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Look, Mother's Day's coming up, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Just recently, I took my wife to Burke Williams Day Spa, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. It was one of those, why don't we do this more often moments? And right now, Burke Williams has special offers on Mother's Day spa packages across their 9 Southern California locations. Massages, facials, full-on spa days. Visit BurkeWilliams.com and take care of Mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, zoom, man.
I got 2 little Rams things for you. One,
Okay.
it was just announced that Netflix will be airing the Rams' first game this season, the Rams 49ers, in Melbourne. And so that'll be on Netflix to start the season. And then also, Chris Sims added a little insight to why Sean McVay might have been a little peeved during that press conference that whole night.
Yeah.
So Chris Sims was with McVay at the Arsenal game on Tuesday, which, by the way, Arsenal were playing in the Champions League finals on May 30th against PSG. So let's go, Arsenal. Anyway, so this is what Chris Sims says. He says McVay told him that it was due to, quote, some sort of volatile situation before the press conference. Sims called it a little argument. He said he went on to say, what he did tell me was the reason he, in the press conference, was pissed off had neither to do with him acting or the pick, but had to do with some sort of volatile situation that happened before they went out there. There was little argument about something. He assured me it was nothing major, but he was a little peed off That's what he told me. I don't think he had any problem with me sharing that, and that was that.
I actually believe that. When you live your life pretty much in the public eye all the time, you and I kind of do.
Yeah, sure.
You have to manage those situations because life will get in the way.
Yep.
Life will, somebody will do something stupid, and a lot of times it's us, and it will get you off track, and so that makes a little more sense to me.
Yeah,
it was unrelated to Ty Simpson.
I'm glad it's unrelated to Ty Simpson because that the entire Ty Simpson pick hinges on whether or not McVay believes in Ty Simpson. This explains maybe his muted reaction on the night of the draft, something completely unrelated to picking Ty Simpson. I will accept that as the correct answer.
I will add one extra thing. So, when he picked up the phone with Ty and, getting excited, it's like, Ty says, I'm so excited to work with you, Coach. And McVay goes, yeah, no, enjoy tonight. What's the difference between yeah, no, and no, yeah? What's the difference?
Nothing.
Yes, there is a big difference.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's almost like a but.
No. What?
No, yes is like a...
It sounds like either one sounds like you're preoccupied.
I think yeah, no is a no. No, yeah is a yes.
I agree with that.
It's a big SoCal thing. I'm surprised you don't have a harder opinion about this, guys.
Yeah, no means no. No, yeah means yeah. Does that make sense, John?
Maybe.
That's the kind of thing you come up with if you were in the gifted and talented program.
There you go.
Yeah.
The MGM.
The MGM, as they call it here. BC?
Fast track.
All right, today is a National Tourism Day.
Nice.
Asking you a two-part question here. So first, what would you suggest for a tourist coming to L.A.? Like, what's one thing you have to go see, go do?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you travel, you guys travel a lot, do you like to do the touristy kind of stuff, or do you try to mingle with the locals?
No, I do all the touristy stuff when I go. Like here in Oklahoma City, one of the first things I ever did when
Brooktown?
They had a team here. No, I went to the Oklahoma City Bombing Museum, and it's great.
Yeah,
they
it
did
looks
a really,
very haunting.
They did a really great memorial here. Same thing in Dallas with the 6th floor museum. You can stand in the window where supposedly Oswald was standing when he shot Kennedy, and it's super interesting. So, Mace, I do the touristy things.
Yeah.
How about you?
I tend to I like to do one touristy thing a day, and then the rest of the time lay at the pool. I'm really a much bigger, like I go to chill. I'm not necessarily going to see every single thing. Now, John, you're going to Florence this summer, right?
No, I'm going to Tuscany. And then after we spend 4 days in Tuscany, we're going to Lake Como. And we're bookending it with nights in Rome.
Oh,
so
okay.
We fly into Rome, stay there for a night, then go to Tuscany for 4 days.
Wow.
Then we go to Lake Como for 4 days, and then we go back to Rome and fly home.
Wow.
You'll see Lake Como and Devil Wears Prada whenever you come around to it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I've
big
seen
Story about
there.
I've been to Lake Como once before. It was years ago, like 2009-ish. And I'm on the boat going from Como to Bellagio. It's about a 20-minute boat ride. And the guy comes over the PA system. There's probably about 100 people on the boat. And the guy comes over the PA system and he says, on the left with the yellow and white awning is George Clooney's house. And I feel the boat shift because every female on the boat ran to the left side of the boat. And the guy goes, after about 2 seconds, he goes, and if you're a man, can you please walk to the right side of the boat so we don't tip over? And apparently that's what happened every time they said George Clooney's house and one of the yellow awning. All the women went to the left side to take pictures, and all the men got stuck balancing the boat. So there
that's
you go.
funny.
Lake Como was also in Succession, a big part of Succession in the later season.
It might be my favorite place I've ever vacationed. It's spectacular.
And Star Wars, the prequels. That's where Anakin and Padme get married.
John, is that your favorite foreign destination, Lake Como, that you've ever been?
Either that or Dublin. I've had a lot of fun in Dublin. But one of those two.
I want to put this out here.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
Greg just sent me this from the Oklahoma City Comets, which is where you are. 8-time All-Star, 4-time World Series champ, and former MVP Mookie Betts is scheduled to play for the Comets Friday and Saturday as part of his Major League rehab assignment. So hopefully Mookie is on his way back.
Maybe I'll see him tonight. Maybe he'll be at the game.
I came across a picture, by the way, from my super wild days, my tour across Africa and Egypt and Senegal and Ghana and all these places. I have blonde hair.
What's wrong with that?
Hair.
From the sun?
From the sun.
Did you do that little
did you bleach it? Did you get frosted tips?
Yeah.
I didn't get frosted tips, but I may have done the thing
lemon juice
where you put lemon on your hair.
Yeah.
I might have done that, but I mean, I look ridiculous.
I did that one time, and the beginning of my hair got so blonde and fried. It was, it's not necessarily what I should.
Yeah, it's a very weird look. It's a very weird look. All right. So I wanted to mention one thing, John. Tonight, obviously, the Lakers' game plan should be, I'm assuming it will be, to throw everything at Shea once again, right?
Yeah, they did a really good job on him.
They
Held him to a
fantastic
season-low 18 points, season-high 7 turnovers. They're just so deep that even when they kind of put the clamps on Shea, they still won by 18. That's how good this team is.
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to be perfect to win. I think they need to be perfect.
And Oklahoma City needs to be less than perfect.
And they need to have a B-minus game.
Right.
And then I think we're in business. Austin Reaves got to be better. Austin Reaves got to knock down shots. Hopefully, Mark. By the way, can we just give a shout-out to Rui Hachimura, who is just fantastic in the postseason? This guy makes shots, man.
Yeah, and he's another one where they're going to have to decide whether or not to pay him to keep him.
Yep, he's another one in the puzzle that Rob Pelinka is going to have to put together.
And at least he's shown up in the postseason.
Yep, he absolutely shows up in the postseason.
Marcus Smart at times can be like his name, one of the smartest guys in the court at certain times. Remember in that first game?
Well, he gets the majority of the credit in M for shutting down Shea.
Right.
He was the main defender on Shea.
I remember there was like a tied up where he knew not to pass the ball, touch the ball as it passed half court, and then dove for a jump ball. Like he puts his body on the line all the time. He is somebody that I hope is on the Lakers next year, but has some help.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can make it work.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, he's on a really reasonable deal. Marcus Smart might be in a position to opt out and get more money.
Maybe.
Which I think is possible. And again, makes it an even tougher job for Rob Pelinka to put everything together. Let me ask you this, John. Do you feel like they can win tonight? Do you think they?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people here are hopeless. It's
I'm
it's
not.
over.
No, I'm not at all. I mean, it's sports. Anything can happen. I've seen so many series. So look at for example, look at the San Antonio-Minnesota series.
Yep.
Okay, in the first game, San Antonio didn't play great.
Nope.
Minnesota, with a limited Anthony Edwards and no Ayo Dosunmu and no Dante DiVincenzo, beat them and took game one.
Yep.
If you would have been at the game last night in San Antonio, game
God.
2, at one point the Spurs led by 47.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought there's no way this is the same team we just so every game has its own personality. The thing that is a little bit interesting to me is that the Lakers limited Shea, maybe defended him into the worst game he's played all year, and still lost by 18.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the good Jalen Williams.
Right. And they're not going to again tonight.
Right.
So no Luka and no Jalen Williams tonight. Like you say, Mace, everything has to go right. But I'm not hopeless at all. I've seen too many weird things happen in sports.
Yeah, it's true. I can you imagine if we're sitting here tomorrow 1-1?
Be a lot of fun.
Oh, man, it would be fun. It would be fun. All right. Hey, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7 gets a pair of GA tickets to watch Thunder Lakers Game 4 at Cosm on Monday at 7:30. You can experience the intensity of the NBA playoffs on these gigantic, massive wraparound screens. See the game in shared reality. Feel like you're on the wood. Caller number 7 right now. 877-710-ESPN. You're going to Cosm. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, Blue Ice Vodka is the largest American potato vodka, and it's rated double gold. Everybody I've turned on to Blue Ice loves it. And they say, how did I not know about this before? Well, now you do. It's one of the lowest calorie vodkas on the market, gluten-free, non-GMO, crafted to elevate every sip. Their classic potato vodka is just 64 calories per ounce. Tom Gibson, who runs Blue Ice, taught me a lot about the vodka business. He explained to me that most traditional vodkas, all the ones you know, are made from corn. Blue Ice is made from potatoes, and that's what makes it different. They have 3 flavors: classic potato vodka, huckleberry, or double espresso. I've had all 3. They're all great. When Blue Ice says vodka with standards, they mean it. No additives, no artificial flavors, no hidden sugars, just clean, premium vodka. Blue Ice Huckleberry goes great with lemonade, so you can pick up a bottle of that. I get mine at Ralph's, but it's available in most bars and restaurants and in most liquor stores and supermarkets. Blue Ice Vodka. Clean, American-made vodka with standards. Check it out today. Blue Ice.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Since it's National Raisin Day, do you guys like Raisinets?
Yes.
Really?
Dude,
Yes.
Yeah.
I go to Sprouts just to get Raisinets.
Yeah. Oh, you get them out of the big tub.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can picture you with that big-ass scoop.
Yep.
That's terrific.
$18.95.
Oh, that makes my day right there.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What if I told you the next great story in Los Angeles isn't happening on the court? It's happening in Glendale. Hi, it's Momo, Ramona Shelburne. At Hyundai of Glendale, it's not just a grand opening, it's a fresh start. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out, HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close in lease for 24 months. $43.99 cash due from customer plus $500 lease cash. $48.99 due at signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMS. No security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 5/31/26.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710
All right, zoom, man.
Well, Mina Kimes, our coworker, is going to have an awesome job coming up at the end of the month. She's going to host the 2026 Scripps National Spelling Bee. So congratulations to Mina. I know that Mental Author, she's won spelling bees in the past, and I think she'll do a great job.
Yeah, she'll be terrific.
Do you think, is there something you would like to host? I'm not just talking about like an award show, but just like Family Feud, Masked Singer,
I see.
The Voice. Do you want to host something? Would you like to be good at it? And would you like to attend a random event like that, like a Scripps National Spelling Bee, the Voice taping, etc.?
Right. So here's
it's
the thing.
Very, very easy.
Oh,
money.
who is it? Oh, I was going to say it's not an easy choice for you, right?
No, but I mean, I'll give you guys a little background.
Okay.
So, I know a bunch of guys. The stage manager at KCAL, at KCBS KCAL, used to be the stage manager for Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And a guy named John Lauderdale, great guy. John told me that the way they film Jeopardy is that they come in on a weekend and they do 10 shows on Saturday and 10 shows on Sunday. And the host just stays there all day, both days. And then you're off basically for the next 2-3 weeks. They just put him in the bank, and that's it. So you're working 2 days a month, and it covers the whole month. That's a good gig. That's a really good gig.
What would you is that what you would want?
Jeopardy?
Yeah, Jeopardy. Is that the gig you would want if you were going to be a host?
I'd want to do sports Jeopardy. I think Dan Patrick had that job for a while.
He did, yeah.
And I think Colin Jost is going to do it now.
Oh, no.
He's
Colin
doing
does
entertainment.
Pop culture, and Joe Buck is going to do the sports one.
Yeah, that's a good gig.
Yeah.
I would want to do one of those.
I'd like to do the, and I, by the way, I don't have the expertise to be able to do this yet, but I could certainly learn it. I think what Andy Cohen does looks like so much fun. I mean, just goofing around. I would have to know all the housewives and all that stuff.
Yeah, you wouldn't be good at that job because I would be better at that job than you because I know who they've dated, who they haven't dated, who slept with who. That stuff interests Juan more than it interests you.
But if I watched all that stuff, I could apply myself and learn all that stuff.
But I just don't think you're
who's
naturally interested in like me and Emily
It's all about
are.
gossip, and you don't like gossip.
Emily and I are really into that. You're not.
By the way, caught up on Rhode Island, John. I think my favorite is Ashley because I came in liking her the most.
Yeah,
but I really like the newscaster girl. I like that she's very messy. She likes to start the drama.
Yeah, the bigger the train wreck, the better the person.
Yeah,
the better on the show.
Now,
so, yeah.
I actually watched the finale of one housewife show the first one I've ever seen. I don't know if you watched this or not, John. It's on Peacock. It's called Ladies of London. Did you watch that one?
No, but I'm aware one of the Ladies of London is married to a really famous soccer player.
Yes.
She's 42 and he's 28.
Ooh.
That's how good looking this girl is at 42.
What do the ladies do in London?
They, you know what? They throw tea. They have high tea. And they wind
do
up.
They give the tea? That's what Emily and I care about.
Hey.
There's a lot of tea afterwards, but they do have high tea, and then they argue over high tea.
Okay, they scream, yell at each other?
They scream, yell, throw tiaras
Mace,
at each
I'm
other.
surprised that's where you went because Emily and I naturally gravitate to gossip. We love gossipy, trashy stuff. You don't.
But I like bits. Like, for example, if I'm thinking about my show, Mason Plus, I'm thinking about doing stuff like Andy Cohen does on a show, like the elements of a show, not necessarily the content, but the elements of a show.
By the way, I've been to that show twice.
Yeah.
Watch What Happens Live. Two things that would surprise you about it. Number one, super small studio audience, maybe 25 people. And secondly, super small studio. It's about the size of our air studio if you knocked out the wall between us and Brian.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how big it is. Very small.
As far as attending, I got to go to the Emmys. It was so much fun. I cannot wait till the Oscars come downtown here because I've got to connect, and I think I can get into the Oscars. That's the one I've always wanted to go to. And what about you? Is there a place you've always wanted to go?
Met Gala, because of the gossip. So Stevie Nicks and Sabrina Carpenter performed at the Met Gala
that's
inside
cool.
for everybody
That's cool.
else.
Yeah.
I think
And
I saw an interview with Tina Fey the other day. It's an old interview of her talking to Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Hey, I saw you went to the Met Gala. What's it like?" And she said, "It is the world's biggest jerk parade."
And you know what? I want to watch.
Everybody in it is a jerk.
Yeah.
She goes, they're pompous a-holes. And she said, by the way, by me just saying this on your show, I will never again get invited to the Met Gala. That's how
sensitive, yeah.
A ticket to the Met Gala is $100,000.
Yeah.
$100,000. Come on,
But they're not
man.
paying it. Other places
A lot of
people
them
are paying.
Yeah, we've done that. And then you got to buy a $100,000 dress or get a loaner
You're not buying
dress.
those dresses. Those places
Get
are
a loaner
loaning
dress.
them to them.
Yeah, I know. We've done this. I think the Met Gala is stupid, but M loves it.
Jerk
BC,
parade.
what do you got, BC?
Fast track.
All right, we're at that point now. The end of the year players anonymous poll in the NBA has come out. Remember last year they voted Tyrese Halliburton as the most overrated player.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mistake. Then he led his team to the finals.
Right. He had that incredible run. This year it was voted on by the players anonymously. Alperen Sengun, apparently the most overrated player in the NBA. What do you think about just the players voting?
I got to say, I don't watch a lot of Houston Rockets games until we get to the series, but he was on my fantasy team, and he was great. When I saw him play live, I was like, yeah, I don't quite get it with him. He's just not quite as good as I thought he was.
I think the reason people say he's overrated is that he complains about every call. He is a world-class whiner. And if you whine a lot, people get sick of it.
And he runs weird.
He runs weird? Yeah.
Just take a look. He runs weird.
I'll have to go back and look at the running. Don't know about that. All right. Any other nuggets from that poll?
That was the one thing I took.
John, to you, if I say who's the most overrated player in the league, who comes to mind?
Overrated player.
Yes.
That's a good question. It would probably be somebody that has been a max player for a long time but doesn't necessarily help you win.
Right.
Maybe somebody like Zion, somebody my guy Russell Westbrook's a little like that.
Yeah.
He keeps getting paid a ton of money and doesn't really help you win. It would be somebody like that, but I'd have to look at the whole league.
Yeah. Okay, I want to do something real quick here. This is total aside. Nothing planned. So it's I didn't realize it's National Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
John, and she could be out there listening. He could be out there listening. Who's the single most impactful teacher?
Okay, you probably don't remember this, but this came up in maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that I had a teacher in high school, Mike Marino, a psychology teacher, who just had – he caught me in the window when I was the most impressionable. And
right.
He was the first teacher that, talked to us. He asked us to call him Mike. He basically said, all right, I'm going to try and teach you guys practical real-life experience. And we all just had a blast in this class, and I kind of bonded with him. And so I told that story on the air. And afterwards, somebody called the show and said, Mike Marino is still teaching in the Newport Mesa Unified School District, and here's his number.
Really?
So I called him. He answers the phone, totally remembered me. I explained to him what I'm doing now, and I got him and his daughter to a Laker game and totally got to catch up with him.
Oh, that is so cool.
So that's the guy, Mike Marino.
Mine is Johnny Myers. Mrs. Myers was my absolute favorite. She was my English teacher. She was my speech teacher. She was my drama teacher. And she definitely made and I'm on her Facebook page right now. I was like, I should reach out, talk to Johnny Myers. What about for you, Em, in your gifted and talented program?
I had Miss Perry, who is my drama teacher.
Katy Perry?
Nope.
Oh.
Miss Perry. I had her for 3-4 years as my drama teacher, also in all the plays. And she really, nourished the creative side of me, and she also always said, if any of you guys ever get a big award, thank Mrs. Perry. So I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet.
You just did.
And then Miss Dreest, who has since passed, she really nurtured my love for reading.
Yeah. BC, what about you?
Most impactful, my favorite teacher, Kirby Moss of Humboldt State. I will say, probably sorry to say this, but the smartest guy I've ever met. Too.
Oh, really?
So,
Smartest guy?
Don't want me to take a shot.
What subject did he teach you?
I don't take it that
He was a
personal.
journalism professor. And kind of dived into race and journalism and stuff like that. Very smart guy.
Well, to all the teachers out there who are listening, we appreciate what you do. You make you make such an impression on kids, and obviously teachers made a huge impression on us. And it's a tough and sometimes thankless job, but it is so important. All right, coming up next for you, Tyrese Halliburton asked an interesting question about the Dodgers to Jeff Passan earlier today, tying in Tyrese Halliburton. We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, hey, Mother's Day is Sunday. Now's the time. Bam, bam, let's go. Mother's Day. My mom got her flowers yesterday from Books. Beautiful. And she had so many flowers, she put them in multiple vases. They're all over the house. They're spectacular. Same with Juan's mom, same with Juan's stepmom. Everybody got Books. I find it to be the perfect go-to for Mother's Day. And if you are you need to send your mom flowers from the Books Company. And right now, just like I did, you can get 25% off on Books. That's short for bouquets. Books aren't just any flowers. They're cut fresh from the best farms. They're bigger, they're brighter, they last way longer, and your mom will absolutely love them. Time is ticking here. You got to take care of Mom. It's coming up on Sunday. Books has over 55,000 five-star reviews. It's the way to go. Took me 2 minutes. Pick the bouquet, pick the delivery date, done. 25% off. Grab some for all the moms in your life. Mother's Day is Sunday. Go to Books.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
Game 1 belonged to the Thunder.
And the Lakers will lose Game 1 by 18.
OKC defends home court, and the Lakers take the early blow. Can the Lakers answer back and still win in OKC? Game 2, same floor, same teams, and a chance to respond. Coverage begins today at 5 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for two to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
Little Electric Avenue there. So it is an interesting conversation from the Pat McAfee show earlier today. Tyrese Halliburton was kind of sitting in as a host, co-host kind of guy. And Jeff Passan was the guest. I want you to listen to this exchange, John.
Let's say there's a hypothetical, Jeff. It's a hypothetical. It's not real. Who knows if it's real?
Friend of yours.
Okay. Yeah, friend of mine. Let's say he's a baseball free agent. Doesn't have any team. He just likes the sport. He's trying to find a team. And he gets invited to throw the first pitch for Chicago Cubs, as well as the Los Angeles Dodgers. Which one do you think would be the right choice?
Is a friend of yours?
A friend of mine. Yeah.
Does he have ties to?
It's a great question, and it depends on what your
priorities are and what your level of being willing to take grief from other fan bases is. If all you care about is winning and you don't care that people look down on you for it, if you want to pull, let's say, the Kevin Durant move, then you go with the Dodgers. If, however, you want history and you want, being a Cubs fan can be hard. They spent a century without a World Series. It's almost like struggle and strife are built in to that organization and to being a fan. Right. And here's the thing. The likelihood of the Cubs winning a World Series is a lot lower than the Dodgers, just because the resources that the Dodgers ownership puts in as compared to the Cubs. But both have great stadiums, both have great histories, and it's just a matter. If you're a Dodgers fan, you kind of look like a bandwagon jumper, but that's okay because you're getting rings.
John, to me, obviously the answer is easy for us. Although I would never throw out the first pitch anywhere. I'm not a first pitch guy. That's not my jam. I'm too nervous. I've never done it.
Yeah, we used to do it. The standard thing, was Mason would sing the anthem, which I think is more nerve-wracking, and then I would throw out the first pitch because I have no issues with the first pitch. But it's weird, Mace, that you don't get nervous singing, but you do throwing out the first pitch.
I would be way more nervous throwing out the first pitch than I would be singing. Singing is my go-to. And for whatever reason, at any moment, I could sing the national anthem, and I can do it respectably.
Do it right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
No, we've got it.
Say, can you see?
Right, yeah,
we've got it on tape. It's totally
No.
respectful.
I've heard Mason do it. I know you're very talented.
Yeah, totally credit. And I sang the national anthem at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, Jamie McCourt grabbed your ass
yes,
after it was
she did.
over.
I would say she gave me a pat. So here's the interesting thing about that. Juan and I were together at that time. And it was a big deal doing the anthem at Dodger Stadium. I was nervous about that one. And Juan was going to be there to see it and then got there late and never saw the anthem. And I have never let him forget that ever since.
I saw it, and I was up high. I was up in, the view level, and it sounded great.
Yeah. The tricky thing about Dodger Stadium is it echoes. So you've got to wear headphones or little earbuds so that the echo doesn't throw you off, because when you sing, it's coming out of the speaker, so it doesn't necessarily match. But I have always opted for that. And I think I'm supposed to do it at the Ontario Tower Buzzers when Travis and I do play-by-play of their game.
And Travis would have
summer.
Zero issues throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, yeah, none.
He's done it before. We'll do it again.
It's his thing.
What do you think about what he said about how if you're a Dodger fan, you're a bandwagoner?
Well, I mean, there are certainly bandwagon Dodger fans.
If you joined now and you didn't live in L.A. and you're just trying to look for a team to root for and you start rooting for the Dodgers, I would understand if that's a bandwagoner. But I think there are true Dodger fans.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
absolutely.
Let me ask you guys about something I got on Lisa about the other day.
Okay.
She was wearing a Dodger hat.
Okay.
That was tan.
Okay.
With the white LA on it.
Oh, I have that one.
Okay.
It's from Carhartt.
For me, if I'm wearing a Dodger hat, it's got to be blue. I know they make them in red. I know they make them in black. I know they make them in tan.
Yeah, it's just a LA
But
thing.
for me, if I'm wearing a Dodger hat, it has to be blue. Am I being too much of a stickler?
Yes.
I mean, I've seen all kinds. I think I've got a black Dodger hat with the white LA.
John, when you walk around New York City and people are wearing Yankee hats, but they wear different kind of colors of Yankee hats, it's just saying you're from New York rather than you're a huge Yankee
for
fan.
me, it's got to be that dark navy Yankee blue with the white lettering.
I have a black Dodger cap and I've got a blue Dodger cap. And I will say I wear the blue one more than I can't remember the last time I
To me,
dug the black one
Dodgers means blue.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
when I see people walking around with red Dodger hats and tan Dodger, like Lisa was wearing that
Are
tan
you talking
one.
about DeAndre Hawkins?
Yeah, DeAndre has a red one.
Yeah.
DeAndre has every color.
But, yeah, I wonder if he thinks twice about putting on other colors. It doesn't sound like he does.
He wears other teams. He wears other colors.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
It's basically, his is a fashion statement.
Well,
that's what most people wear LA hats for that.
Jorge Briones has a lot of different jerseys that he wears from different teams. Some teams he doesn't even like, but he just likes the jersey. So that's okay if that's your thing. But to me, if you're wearing a Dodger hat, make it blue.
I tend to wear the blue one
I like my
most of the
tan
time.
one. I'll wear my tan one
Wear
whenever
your
I
tan-
want, John. I'll wear it tomorrow.
Wear it tomorrow with John's here.
Lisa was wearing hers yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're right there with my wife.
So it's funny. I mentioned that this is the first time in a very long time that I went on Facebook. I cannot believe how much crap is on Facebook. There is so much crap. And I've got approximately 1 million unread messages because I haven't been there in a very long time. Does anybody under the age of 60 still use Facebook?
I use it for Facebook Marketplace.
Same.
Oh, you buy
That's
stuff
the only
and
thing.
Yeah, I use it basically how Craigslist used to be used.
Okay.
So I use it for that. And a lot of my furniture has come from Facebook Marketplace.
There you go. So there is a reason to go on Facebook after all, John. You're not on Facebook. You're not really on anything.
No, I'm on Twitter.
That's
it. Yeah.
What was your last hot take on Twitter?
I will look right now to see the last thing I
John's
tweeted.
takes are like they are smoking hot, like sizzling hot takes.
John's
last
Lakers
tweet.
look to close it out in Houston, 6:30 p.m. tip-off on at ESPN.
Ow!
Thank you, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I retweeted a Game 2 Lakers mini-movie. You ever watch the mini-movies?
No, I didn't. I missed that.
You'll like this one, Mace. Ken in Newport tweeted that Shohei stinks.
Oh, good, Ken.
And I wrote, and he since deleted it, and I wrote, "You're right, Ken. He's no good. They should cut him. Wonder if any other team would pick him up."
I wonder.
Hashtag, these are my followers.
Yep. There
Hey,
you go.
you got a hashtag in there, John. Good job.
Yeah. So let me get this Dalton Rushing thing here. Is that okay with you, Em?
Sure.
Yeah. So Dalton Rushing has had some interesting moments here this season. Among them, John, he, after a slide from Jung-Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants, Rushing appeared to say F him towards the Giants dugout. He called Cubs catcher Miguel Amaya a fat F during a game against the Cubs. And Cubs infielder Nico Horner confirmed that he did make the comment. He had a really hard slide, almost an Utley rule slide against Willie Adames and the Giants. And
The timeout issue, too, where he didn't get a timeout, and then the next day he exaggerated the timeout.
Yes, he's chippy. So he has put out this quote. He says, "Guys have started to give me a label of villain. That's just me competing at the highest level and not allowing any outside source to get in my way. I played football, and that's how you compete. Hopefully anyone who knows me off the field knows the person I am, how much I care about people. I think there's been a mix-up of image recently." Now, to me, I kind of like this image. I
was going to say, I'm disappointed in Dalton Rushing that he backed off it. On most good teams, most really good teams, like on the Thunder, it's Lou Dort.
Yeah.
Have a player who
kind of has an edge
and who the other teams hate.
Yep.
But his own teammates love. Dylan Brooks is like this. Draymond Green is like this. Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, was like this when he played in the NBA. I like Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
Was like this.
I mean, Joe
like
Kelly was like
those
this for the
guys.
Dodgers.
Yeah, Joe Kelly, right?
Yeah, I like guys like that.
Yeah,
I like
do
guys
too.
that aren't afraid to mix it up.
And Dalton Rushing, I say to you, F him. Say
Don't
whatever
apologize,
you want.
Dalton.
Don't apologize.
You be you.
Exactly. All right, we got Game of Games coming up next. Ireland, is it your game?
I think it's Brian's.
Oh, Brian's
I think it's
game.
my game tomorrow.
BC's game today. It is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7 gets a pair of GA tickets to watch Thunder at Lakers Game 4 at Cosm. It is like being on the wood at the game. It's coming up on Monday. Experience the intensity of the NBA playoffs in shared reality on those massive, immersive displays. Again, caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. Pair of tickets to Cosm on a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. How about those Anders, John Ireland?
Oh, I get to talk about National University. This is one of my favorite partners here. National University wants to get you the college degree you always wanted but didn't think you had time for. They have over 150 degree programs. And here's the best part. Flexible 4 or 8 week online courses designed to fit your life. What Mace was talking about with the Anders is maybe you have a family and you have a job and you have a hobby and you want to get a degree. They're here for all of it. And I always talk about how they offer scholarships. Here's one you can apply for right now. the Believe and Succeed Scholarship. It awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry current bachelor's or master's degree. All you got to do, if you have questions about National, if you want to apply for the Believe and Succeed Scholarship, go to their website, nu.edu, nu.edu. If you want to apply for that scholarship, you have to do it by July 31st. Terms and conditions apply, but really why you want to go there is it'll answer any questions you have. If you've always wanted a degree and don't think you have time for it, think again. They have a great transfer credit policy, year-round enrollment. It's easier than ever to move forward on your terms. National University, check them out today, nu.edu, National University.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Travis Scott turns 35.
Yes. What's Kardashian? Kylie. They got the baby, right?
Yes. All right, so quick story. There's somewhere where I had to present my ID.
Yeah?
Sure. We need to see your driver's license. Yeah, sure. So I hand it to her, and she goes, is this really your name? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, your name is really Travis Scott? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, like the rapper? I'm like, I don't.
Wait, is your middle name Scott?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not know
I had no idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I had no idea.
And like, so she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at her like she's crazy. And like we have no idea what the other person's talking about. I'm like, yeah, that's my name.
Oh, bro.
Can I give you
your
a quick
name is
story,
Travis
too?
Scott from now on.
DeMarco and Travis, 8 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
This is John Ireland. Here in LA, we got tired of wondering what was in our tap water. So we installed a Life Source whole house water system. One system, better tasting water from every tap. No harsh chlorine taste, no salt, no hassle. Life Source is an essential home appliance. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. For limited time, factory direct pricing and free installation. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. Game of Games time. BC's game today, and DeMarco Farr is here. What's up, DeMarco?
I gotta get off the snide. I gotta win one of these things.
Yeah.
Why not today?
There you go.
And what's our scoreboard say?
Our scoreboard says that we have no one's won twice this month.
Okay.
So we have winners this month so far have been John, Mace, myself, and Sam Patesh. He won yesterday.
Yes, Samboni won yesterday. That's right. All right, BC, what do we got?
I got a little game of line or lyric. So it's either going to be a line from a movie or a song lyric by an artist.
Interesting.
You'll figure it out.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, number one here. Who said it? Why go out for burgers when you have steak at home? Is it a line from the movie Night at the Roxbury or a lyric from a song by Jack Harlow?
Emily.
Jack Harlow.
Mace.
Roxbury.
It famously was said by Paul Newman. I'm going to go Harlow. DeMarco.
Roxbury.
It is Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah, there you
Mace
go.
and DeMarco are on the board.
Number 2, who said it? She'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Is it a line from the movie Joyride or a lyric by Katy Perry?
This one is you, Mace.
I am going to say that is the movie.
I'll go the other way. I'll say it's Katy Perry. DeMarco.
Movie.
Emily.
She'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, no.
Katy Perry.
It is Katy Perry.
That means the game is tied 1-1.
Nice.
All right, number 3 here. Who said it? Races are run. Some people win. Some people always have to lose. Is it a line from Fast and the Furious or a lyric by Stevie Nicks?
Okay.
So Fast and the Furious or
Stevie Nicks.
I'll go Stevie Nicks. DeMarco.
Stevie Nicks.
Emily.
Stevie.
I'm going to Stevie also.
It is Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Everybody. 2-2.
There's no breaking news. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Okay. The breaking news
We
is
all
it's
got it.
2-2.
Yes, there you go.
All right, number 4 here. Who said it? I like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona, but it's not Halloween. Grow up, Peter Pan. Is it a line from Wedding Crashers or a lyric by G-Eazy?
This one is DeMarco.
Oh, DeMarco.
I'll go G-Eazy.
Emily.
G-Eazy.
Mace.
I'm going to go G-Easy.
I just saw Wedding Crashers. This is absolutely Wedding Crashers.
Wow.
100% Wedding Crashers.
Oh, wow.
All right, Ireland takes the lead.
All right, number 5 here. Who said it? Couscous. The food's so nice, they named it twice. Is that a line from Pineapple Express or a lyric from Snoop Dogg?
Emily.
Pineapple Express.
Mace.
Pineapple Express.
I'll go Pineapple Express. DeMarco.
Pineapple Express.
It is Pineapple Express.
Okay,
Very
John's got
funny
4.
movie.
Everyone else has 3. All right, here we go.
All right, next one. Who said it? You know what I used to have for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to have for lunch? Cocaine. Is that a line from Role Models, the movie, or a lyric by 2 Chainz?
This one is Mace.
I will go 2 Chainz.
I will go Role Models. DeMarco.
Role Models.
Emily.
Role model.
It was Jane Lynch, right?
Yes, it is Role Models.
Breakfast and lunch. Wow.
Yeah. All right, John has 5. DeMarco and Emily have 4. Mace has 3. Here we go.
All right, 3 left. Who said it? If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I could take you places you ain't never been before. Is that from the movie The Ugly Truth or a lyric from Justin Bieber?
I have seen The Ugly Truth more times than I'd like to admit.
That's amazing.
And I don't remember that, so I'll go Bieber. DeMarco.
Bieber.
Emily.
Biebs.
I think it is Biebs.
It is Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Justin.
So how many are left?
2
Brian?
left.
All right,
So I
this
gotta
is
go
very
different.
Close. You got to go different than me, Mace.
Okay.
I have 6. Emily and DeMarco have 5. You have 4.
Got it.
Okay, here we go.
All right, who said it? I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Is that a line from the movie End of Watch or a lyric from Eminem?
Okay. If I miss this and it's Eminem, I'm going to be... I think it is Eminem. Let's go to Marco.
Eminem.
Emily.
Eminem.
Mace, you got to go different.
Movie.
It is Eminem.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I thought.
It's actually sang by
I'm
Rihanna.
out.
Mace
Oh,
is out. You guys are 1 behind me, so you guys have to go opposite of me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, last one here. Weed is from the earth. God put this here for
Oh.
me and you. Is this a line from the movie Friday or a lyric from the band Tribal Seeds?
Obviously, I will say Tribal Seeds, which means you guys have to go the other way.
Well, yes, we will go Friday.
Friday.
And it is Smokey from Friday.
Oh, I blew it.
Knew that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
tiebreaker time. 7 to 7 to 7. All right, what do we got for the tiebreaker? BC?
All right, speaking of Friday, how much did the movie Friday make in its opening weekend in 1995?
Gosh.
So just its opening weekend in 1995.
Just opening weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish I had Mason in this.
Saying this, and that is add 1.
I have a number.
Carry
and
the
Mason,
2.
you're out of this.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay.
Goofy.
All right. I got it. What, Emily? Do you have a number?
Yeah.
DeMarco, do you have a number?
Yes.
I just wrote down $5 million. DeMarco, what'd you write?
$25 million.
M?
I went higher. I went $55 million.
$6.5 million.
Oh, wow.
Ireland.
You're very
right?
close.
Boom.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. So I'm the first guy to get to 2, right?
Yes.
Who
All right.
won?
Ireland.
Oh, Ireland did?
Yeah, it's Ireland's shining moment.
Who won Icebreakers today?
Not me.
No, me.
Mace won.
Oh,
yeah, I
Mace
took
won. So
icebreakers. So
no double duty
No,
for John.
no daily double. No daily double. Good game, Bri.
Yeah, great game.
It's really hard to continue to come up with interesting premises for games. Brian does a great
That's
job.
awesome.
I think that's all of his time at Humboldt State has made a difference.
Yeah, of course.
By the way, I write a game over the weekend. I generally have had some gummies before I write the game. And so when I open it on Tuesday, which is normally my day, I'm always surprised to see what the game is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I have no idea by the time I get to Tuesday. I
No
no
idea.
longer recall writing the game.
I like it.
Did you see the wind incident that happened?
Oh, hey, Mace,
monster?
before you tell him about that,
I
gotta
you got to take
I gotta
off.
go.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Go
Good luck
Lakers.
tonight.
I will see you guys in studio tomorrow working on zero sleep. We're supposed to get in tonight at 4:15 a.m.
Yikes.
Be ready for me to say anything tomorrow.
All right, good.
right,
have a
see
good
ya.
game, too, man.
Good luck.
So, did you see the wind
Monster.
incident, the monster
Yes,
incident?
I did.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It is. I can't believe how many people have picked that up and run with that and Juan has sent that to all of his friends.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is
It
kinda
is
crazy.
so funny.
Yeah.
All your reactions are hilarious.
Yeah. By the way,
In a funny way, yeah.
Sua, the Mandy
Yeah.
Awards. You've not been through the Mandy Awards, have you?
Yes, 3 of them.
Oh, as right. Not since you've been a full-time.
No.
Right.
No. We didn't do one last year.
Right, correct.
Yeah, there you go.
But Sua is going to give Momo a run for her money.
She's in
on
trouble.
Co-host of the year.
She is
or
in trouble.
Fill-in host of the year.
Yes.
By the way, Game of Games brought to you by Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob if you are involved in any kind of accident, and the number is easy. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
Game 1 belonged to the Thunder.
And the Lakers will lose game 1 by 18.
OKC defends home court, and the Lakers take the early blow. Can the Lakers answer back and still win an OKC? Game 2, same floor, same teams, and a chance to respond. Coverage begins today at 5 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Look, Mother's Day's coming up, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Just recently, I took my wife to Burke Williams Day Spa, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. It was one of those, why don't we do this more often moments? And right now, Burke Williams has special offers on Mother's Day spa packages across their 9 Southern California locations. Massages, facials, full-on spa days. Visit BurkeWilliams.com and take care of Mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play a perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Visit Pechanga.com for more information.
Los Angeles, if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Secure your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with big-time matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next season's action. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's springtime in SoCal, and you're still on those same old floors? Make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Hardwood, laminate, waterproof vinyl, carpet, turf, all in stock. They even have Core-Tec, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in a ton of colors ready and in stock. Visit the showroom off the 5 next to the Commerce Casino or check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, and no spring sale beats wholesale.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Woo. We're just talking about my mom's weed habit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, my mom will go to the dispensary and she will text me like 2 pictures. Like, should I buy this or should I buy this? And I look at the label and I'm trying to is that an indica? Is that a sativa? Is that a hybrid? But it's weird to have that conversation with your mom.
Wild. It's funny you say that. So my mom, I forget, something was, she's having trouble sleeping or whatever.
Yep.
And I said, you should try a gummy. She's like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay. And then she couldn't sleep. I'm like, well, you should really, she goes, okay, give me the smallest amount you can. So I took a 5 milligram gummy.
Okay.
And broke it and tore it in half.
So just 2.5
2.5 milligrams. I give it to her. And she did not enjoy the ride at all.
Yeah.
To the point to the point where she was telling my kids the other day. My kids went to go visit their grandparents, my parents, and my mom was telling my kids this story, and they couldn't stop laughing because my mom woke my dad up in the bed that night saying, Bob, I think I'm paralyzed. I need to go to the bathroom and I can't get out of bed.
Yeah, that's just great. And that was on 2.5.
Oh, 2.5.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, my mom she did try it, but it didn't stick.
You know, last month was National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and apparently, and we always say,
I'm having my exam on Monday.
We always say you either poop in a box or up the wazoo.
There you go.
You have opted to go through the whole process.
The whole process. I will not be here on Monday because I will be going through my medical procedure.
Yeah, and what's weird about that is you've had one, right?
Yes.
You don't even realize what happened.
That's what I've been told.
I have no.
Guys, I have a great clip for this. So there was a local news report in Pittsburgh, and I can't even remember what they were doing. It had to involve with someone getting caught up in a line for something, but this woman had an interesting reaction to why she could not deal with this inconvenience today.
This has been a very big headache for me, specifically being that I'm prepping for a colonoscopy for tomorrow, and I can't flush my toilets. So, yeah, this is real bad for me.
She can't what?
Very funny.
Flush my turds.
I can't afford
That is very funny.
Sunday could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
could be.
that's the prep
That's
I've
the
heard.
when
is
you drink the awful
the potion.
stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this
Yeah.
is when we call him nonstop. This is when we pepper him all day.
If I leave the phone in the other room, I won't be able to get there.
It used to be way worse.
Okay.
It used to be you drink that terrible citrusy stuff that go right through. Now it's like, didn't they give you some tablets to take?
No, it's a solution.
Oh,
it's
no, you got the bad stuff.
It's 2 bottles. I take one the night, I don't know, 6 o'clock the night before.
Yeah.
And then I have to wake up and take another one 4 a.m.
I roll up some plastic around the house, I think.
Travis,
You
here
just
we
don't
are.
know how that's going to go.
Here we are.
Yeah.
This is what we get to deal with.
This is what
now.
we're doing.
Yeah. We're talking, we'll get to the Lakers here in a second,
Yeah.
but we were talking about National Teacher Appreciation.
Oh, yeah.
What teacher made the biggest impression on you? By the way, probably could be out there right now, right?
So he was a teacher of mine, but he was also my high school baseball coach.
Oh, nice.
And I still talk to him.
Do you really?
Yeah, I've told the story before. my youngest son, Michael, was having a bad day, right? And he was having a hard time at baseball. And I was telling him, it's just this part of the process and all this. And he was very frustrated with this coach. And I said, look, most coaches, they're going to come into your life, they're going to go out of your life, you're going to forget them as soon as you know them. Like, just that's the way it goes. If you're really lucky, you're going to get one or two of these guys that really make a positive impact on you. And he asked me, did you ever have one of those guys? And I said, yeah, I was really lucky. My high school baseball coach was that guy for me, and he meant a lot to me, and he inspired me, and he got the best out of me, et cetera, et cetera. So I was telling Susan, my wife, this story, and she says, you should find Coach Myers and tell him what you just told me.
Yeah.
And I said, that's a really good idea. So I found him, called him, and told him that, and we still have a relationship now.
That's
and
really cool.
And he made you work hard. He did all the right things that you hope a teacher or a coach does. So that John Myers, Arcadia High School for me.
What about you, DeMarco?
I hated all my teachers.
Did you hate all of them?
One, every single one of them.
What?
Oh my God! Come on.
Really?
Come on now.
You didn't have one that made an impression on you?
Absolutely not. Not one of them.
I had so many that made an impression on me.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Mr. Goins. Yeah, Mr. Goins, Mr. Quistapace.
Quistapace.
He was the shop teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. They told me, and I got so much heat at home for taking shop. My mom was pissed. Like, only dopes take shop, right?
I took shop.
I took shop.
Everyone always
They don't
says
even
that.
have shop anymore.
I made a box.
We all made the box.
Yeah.
Did you
A
make
box?
the fire tongs?
Yeah,
Yes.
fire tongues too.
Right. But he was so cool. We were talking about the space shuttle that exploded.
Yeah.
I was in his classroom.
When that happened?
I remember exactly where I was. We were watching. He was so proud, and then it happened, and it was just a complete shock. But yeah, him. He was the guy that actually told me, and this was a big deal. You know me and my brothers, right?
Yeah.
So my middle brother was actually the Adonis of the family, being recruited by the world. Mr. Aquistapace was a football fan, would be at every game. He told me, you're actually better than your brother. And no one's ever said that. He's like, you're going to be better than he is. Keep going. Because I think I was ready to quit that day.
Yeah.
And he was that guy in that class.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, and I actually told him when I did make the team in L.A., I called him and told him that, and he was very happy.
I just, I've not been in contact with her personally, but my favorite teacher, the one that made the biggest impression, was named Johnny Myers. And I just reached out to her on Facebook. I want to try to talk to her and thank her. Cause, plus I haven't talked to her in years. I haven't talked to her as a grown-up. Like, I've talked to her as a student, but talking to her as a grown-up is different.
The relationship is different because you can appreciate the things that when you're a kid, you don't really appreciate it nearly as much as you don't understand. The part that kind of dawns on you a little bit later, they don't have to do that.
Right.
They could just go in, teach their class, go home, and never. Yeah, and the really, really good ones don't. I had Mr. Burke was a history teacher of mine at Arcadia High that was one of those really, really good, had a fish out of water moment.
Yeah.
We saw him at a Dodger game, and when I was still in high school, I'm like, wait, they don't just go to class and go back home, like they go out in the world. It's the first time I'd ever seen a teacher in the wild.
Well, you know what's weird is this happened to me when I was in sixth grade. I was in Mr. Rochong's class. And I didn't like Mr. Rushing, but I go to the grocery store one night with my mom, and there's Mr. Rochong stacking shelves.
Oh, he's working.
And I'm like, that's how hard it is. Then and even now to be a teacher, he needed to supplement his income by stocking shelves at the grocery store, and it was weird seeing him in the wild. Like that.
It always is.
Yeah,
it always is.
Mr. Dansky debate class. That was interesting.
Debate class. That comes in handy. You and Travis going back and forth debate class.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
he taught you everything you know.
He's still out there on Facebook challenging all his old students. He
really
stopped. He's that guy. I should have said Mr. Dansky.
Yeah, very good.
He's still been around. I got a question. Adult question.
Yeah.
Teacher Appreciation Week, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if your kid hates the teacher? Do you still bring the flowers? Because you've been through this, right?
I think the answer is you bring a small arrangement.
A small arrangement.
Okay. You give them soap.
Is that what it is? Okay, soap.
You don't want to be the person that does nothing because that could backfire.
Oh yeah.
So
sure.
you do the bare minimum.
She's had 5 teachers, and this is the 5th. Like this by far the worst. She doesn't like this one, and we have to bring in stuff.
And she's leaving the school?
Yes.
Yeah, then skip it.
Teachers used to get away with a lot. Like Mrs. Leininger had a big chunky ring. And she would just, if you did something wrong, she'd just clock you in the head.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Give her a gift card to 7-Eleven, like a $10 gift card to 7-Eleven.
Go get yourself a chili cheese dog and a Slurpee on me.
My teacher used to clip her fingernails and toenails at school.
What? Oh, no.
while we were doing our
What
homework.
prison is she serving her time in?
That is rough.
I don't know.
That is rough.
Trav, is that bad, clipping your fingernails in public?
In class?
In class?
But, like, if I did it right here, you
Like,
guys would
yes,
be grossed
I'm gonna
out?
yes.
Oh,
assign
okay, my
you-
bad.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, you can't.
You
clip
do that
your-
Really?
at home. Yeah.
Oh, there's like pieces of nail all.
There's nail shrapnel.
All I remember is the scene in The Sopranos where Joey Pants is clipping his nails.
And they're flying across the room.
And they're flying across the
That's
room.
gross.
And that's the scene where she ends up tossing him down the stairs.
Yes.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and kills Joey
That's
Pants.
right.
Well, I can't-
Janice.
Janice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Janice.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what a great show.
I miss it.
I do too.
I miss it.
So, speaking of miss it,
Yeah.
Austin Reaves missed a lot of them the other night. 3 of 16.
Yeah.
We're talking about it today, and I think a comparable player to Austin Reaves is Tyler Hero.
Okay.
Very much a comp. And we were talking about money and how much Austin Reaves could expect during the offseason. Tyler Hero is on a 4-year, $120 million contract. Now, is that
30 a year?
Yeah, is that where Austin Reaves could wind up?
I was just reading an article from last June when Austin Reaves turned down that $90 million offer.
Yes.
To wait for this
The
summer.
extension, right.
And he would be due or eligible for like $42.5 million, but then it said it would come down to $30 million a year. Now, that's a year ago. That sounds about right.
He's eligible for 5 years, $241 from the Lakers. Now, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
They can't do that. That's too much money to lock up when you've got to build an entire team. A friend of mine was saying the other day, well, there's all this talk about bring back Austin, bring back Rui, bring back Marcus Smart, bring back Luke Kennard. And I'm like,
who said that?
A lot of people are saying that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. A
Oh,
lot
wow.
of people are saying bring him back, run it back. I don't think you can afford to run it back.
I don't think you can afford to run it back, and I don't think you should run it back.
No.
I think that, to your point,
Correct.
Mace.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, is Austin Reaves, to me, is the biggest story in this round of the playoffs.
Yep.
And because I think, you tell me if I'm wrong, I think everybody is under the same impression that the Lakers are going to bring him back.
Yes.
At a very
They
high
are.
dollar figure.
Yep.
And that's fine, but the more data you get, like we got, whatever I guess that would be Tuesday night, it's like, okay, what exactly are you buying at $35 million a year?
Right.
Are you buying the second best player on your team? Is he that? Can he be the second best player on a championship team? That guy on Tuesday night can't. That doesn't work.
No, that does not work.
Is he the third best player on your team? Okay. Does the third best player on your team make $35 million? Maybe. But it's like,
He's got to show me more.
You're not convinced.
Yeah,
And
no.
one of the things I know we're going to talk about today, like when he's found money, when he's like, holy smoke, look at this. We got 25 from Austin Reaves tonight. That's great at a certain price when it's a surprise. But when it's dude, we're paying you to be the guy that can take this pressure off
Now it's
Luka.
a need.
We're
Yeah.
paying you to make sure that you can go into Oklahoma City, that you can go into Houston, that you can go into Minnesota and deliver high-level performances against the best
Against
team in the
good
league.
defenses, yeah.
Regularly,
This is the best
it can't be all over the map. You've
Right.
got to be
No.
a lot more consistent, and that's the question I think that's on the table tonight.
Reserving
Again.
judgment until I see what happens
Yeah.
tonight. But like I said, if your first impression of Austin Reaves was game one, you'd be like, are you guys out of your freaking mind?
Right.
But let's see what happens tonight. He could fill it up.
One last thing. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Stan Kasten was on the show today.
Emily was telling me. Yeah.
And Stan, great. I mean, I love Stan. He's always been such a great guy to deal with. And on short notice came on the show. We talked about Ted Turner.
Oh, great.
And he told, because he worked for the Braves and the Hawks
Yeah.
and worked for Ted Turner and worked really closely with him when he was launching the Superstation and CNN and all that stuff. So I asked him, what's the craziest thing Ted Turner ever did? He said, well, I was watching the Braves game one night, and there was somebody in the dugout with a number I didn't recognize. And apparently Ted Turner had fired the manager and was managing the Atlanta Braves on that night.
I remember that. I
What?
remember that
Classic.
he
He
made
was in
it.
the dugout.
Okay, I didn't remember that it was just for one night. Was
One
it just
night,
one
yeah,
night?
just
Oh,
one game.
I knew that he fired the manager and inserted himself
That's
as the
rock
manager
star.
for a night.
He finished his career as a manager 0-1.
I'll do it.
0-1.
Oh,
Well,
my
yeah, the
God.
Braves were such a bad team at that
they were.
time.
But you know what? When I was growing up, I watched so many Braves games
they were on
because
every
they were
night.
on
I thought they were a home team.
Yeah,
they were on
always
every
there.
night.
Yeah, it's
we
amazing.
don't have anybody like him left, right? that was obviously incredibly successful, an iconoclast, a maverick, a pioneer, a risk taker, a kind of a what's the word? Bon vivant. Like he was all of the raconteur. He was all of these things, and generally kind of well liked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like and for a guy to be a billionaire that's well liked, that's a pretty thin slice of people.
As Stan pointed out, his philanthropic efforts were enormous. His love for the environment, and and by the way, gave a lot of his money to. I think gave all of his money to charitable causes.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get the check.
Yeah,
I was reading one of the obits on him earlier today, and there was a story that when he saw that Jane Fonda had gotten divorced, that he called her and basically said, "Hey, it's Ted Turner. I know that you just got divorced. I would like to start dating you."
Get out of town.
And she said, "I'm not ready. I need a little time to figure out what I'm going to do next." And he said, "Okay." And then, like a month later to the day, called her back and said, "Ready yet?"
Ready yet?
Yeah, and they ended up together.
That's the early version of shooting your shot.
There you go.
Exactly right.
All right, guys, have fun.
We do.
Tonight, Lakers game 2. Go Lakers. See you tomorrow back here at noon. Ireland will be back from OKC. In the books for today. Coming up next for you, Travis and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN.